mic, because Lord, them beats go hard.
Yeah, that album is
amazing. I like them beats.
All right, here we go. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Black Guy Who Tells podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Aaron.
And we're live on a Saturday ready to do feedback. This is an episode where we talk about all the things that you want to talk about. Basically, we've done 5 episodes this week. You tell us your commentary on the things that we did, okay? And it's extensive. These episodes can be long. There's a lot of people that want to get in and get heard. And we take the time to hear y'all every week. And we thank y'all for doing that. The official weapon of the show is
folding chair.
And the unofficial sport,
bullet ball.
And bullet ball extreme. And of course, you know, people have done stuff all week. Left comments on the website, voted in the polls, left us voicemails. We got like 5 voicemails a day. 5-star reviews.
Let's go.
On Spotify, of course, you can leave comments and vote in the polls. Like, there's so much stuff. But the people that, you know, some of our favorite people, they just give us money. They go to our website. They look in the right-hand column. If they got a phone, they turn it sideways. And they go, I want to just give you money. And you can give us one-time donations, recurring donations. We don't care. It's all through PayPal.
Yes, sir.
And we give you a shout-out regardless. Like, we don't go, oh, you gave a lot of money. You get a nice shout-out. Oh, you didn't get that much. Fuck you.
We don't care.
Everybody gets the same.
Jingle electronic.
Get the same shout-out, and that's what we're about to do.
May I have your attention? You are now listening to Charlotte's Own, Rod and Karen. We welcome the good folks who tie to the Black Guy Who Tips.
That's right. New denominations, new salutations. Shout out to Pete B for the recurring donation. Miss Barnes, Pretty Ricky, what they call him, Ricky A. Thank you so much. Douglas R, Johanna M, Laura F, Chris from Hawaii, Jason F, Tabitha M, Corey the Tickler, April G, Alexis H, Wanga from Down Under, good day, mate, Tanya S, and lastly, Marlon B. Yes, Marlon B. Thank you for the money. We appreciate y'all. That was a quick one. And we got 5-star review. I don't remember if I read this last time, but I'm reading it again if I did.
Let's go.
I don't remember reading it though. Throwing 5 on it, 5 stars.
Ow.
From O'Neil McMullen, who says, I'm finally reviewing my long overdue rating renewal. I'm finally renewing my long overdue rating renewal. Okay. Karen and Rod make such a great show. I can never get enough. After moving to a new city with no friends, I found this podcast to be the perfect litmus test for new friendships. Dre, who writes into the show often, is now one of my best friends. Oh my God.
The world is small.
Look at us bringing people together.
Right?
I still remember him calling me after his first listen after sending him one of your episodes. The rest was history. I can only imagine how many people y'all truly bring together. As a fellow Black capitalist, I wish y'all all the success. Yes, Black capitalism.
Oh, that's sweet.
Let's go. Okay. We don't own the means to production. Let us get this bread. All right. That is the 5-star review and the people that gave us money. Now let's get into the bulk of the episode, the heavy part. Time to talk about the feedback you left on our website, the feedback you left on the Spotify polls and stuff. I should probably bring up YouTube at this point. That should already been up. That's on me. But you know, whether it's through Spotify for podcasters, whether it's through YouTube, whatever, we goes where the comments are. Okay. And so the first episode of this week was scroll down. Our feedback episode 2-0 for the club.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked, you know, we've been naming these episodes a lot after just whatever the Do It for the Gram was, which we did another do it for the gram this week. 2787 20 for the club. We got some comments. The first 3 are from
Appia.
Correct.
Let's go.
I tried to make my son look cooler so he can be friends with the cool black kid, but unfortunately we got one of the nerdy introverted ones. Quiet, nice, but not really the cool type. He is unfortunately not cooperating on my goal to keep at least the only black real friend in his life I have because of his personality, in quotes, or whatever. Disappointing. I know.
She like, child, get it together.
These kids and these personalities.
Right.
Who knew they would come with these?
Right? I thought it was a blank slate, didn't
I'd
you?
like to talk to Apple Care.
Yes. Can I speak to a manager?
Appia also says it's getting even worse. I'm replacing black people now. And here is how. I applied for a new job in my company in July. It would be a promotion with more money. The process took forever, and after interviewing with 4 very important farmer people, I got the job. Yay. After I got it, I've seen a picture of the person who did the job before. It was a black woman. She retired earlier at the end of June because she got seriously sick, and I didn't know her. The company is really big, and she was, it seems, maybe one of 7 black people who worked there, but at least she had one of the good jobs. Still, I'm sure some would call me part of the problem. Who are the people that will call you part of the problem? I don't think black people are like, oh my God, you part of the problem.
No, it's a systemic issue.
A black woman got sick and someone else got the job. What?
That's completely different versus she was still there and they was like, we're gonna put you in, we're just gonna replace you. Now that's different.
Yeah, I think you have to understand the full scope of the problem. Meaning that if you're part of the problem, it's a very tiny part compared to all the other shit black people got to deal with.
Ain't that the truth?
And that's if somebody would feel like that's
most people wouldn't even care. Most people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. She retired. And for a lot of people, they would say at least they replaced it with another woman, which is a big thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, who knows about all that stuff? I'm just saying I don't think people would personally look at you. That's all. I'm sorry, all I want to do is have a great career in pharma. Is this so much to ask?
I just want to say, Abby's like, I just want to work.
If someone else from the team retired instead of the black lady, I would have loved it. Chances for me to befriend her and the team of 8 will be pretty high with my natural charm and all, but of course, no black friends for me ever. That sounds more like a declaration. You should put like a question mark at the end of that.
I wish keep it open ended. This is open ended.
I wish good health for everyone, by the way. I hope she is doing better and enjoys her retirement, and my new colleagues are staying healthy, and love and peace for everyone. Appia wants everyone to live his best life. My heart is open and as pure as it can be growing up in this society. All right, well, good luck with all that. Okay, that was your therapy session for the week. Hustle No Flow says, at homecoming, if I don't go out early and hit happy hour and stay out, I'll fall asleep on the couch and miss all the Friday activities. Had that happen before the pandemic, and I've been in the wind by 6 p.m. every year. Wait, 6 p every year since, excluding 2021. Wait, what is 6 p? At homecoming, if I don't go out and early, maybe you mean in the bed by 6 p.m. Okay.
Yes.
That's really the only time I go out to party. But I remember thinking 25 to 30 was too old to be in the club. Those folks need to be home married somewhere. Yeah, when you're young, everybody feels old.
Yes, they do. Like young people have very realistic expectations because it's like
unrealistic expectations.
Unrealistic expectations because it's like what you just said was kind of wild. Like, ain't you supposed to be married somewhere? Well,
also young people are kind of. I mean, and I say this as a former young person. You're just stupid. Like you just don't. You just haven't thought it through for like one extra second. Because I remember when Twitter started, people would be like, I'm not gonna be on this app when I'm 30 or whatever. And it's like, what would have to change? Like, what would that mean? What is 30-year-old you, and who do you expect to be?
Right.
I'm not saying nobody did that, but it's just in general, like that it doesn't work that way. Because
people have these unrealistic expectations, be it looking at family, friends, pressure they put on themselves, where they have these magic numbers and magic goals. Life does not work by your time scale. And then this is why a lot of people, younger people, end up stressing themselves out as they get older. Well, I'm 30 and I'm not married and I ain't got no kids and I ain't got no house and I ain't got no car. It's like, calm the fuck down. Like it's okay. Your life will continue to move on, and these goals are not something that you quote unquote can't ever reach because you quote unquote hit an age range, and people act like you're gonna fucking fall off the cliff if you don't hit these personal life goals. It's like, that's ridiculous. Life can take you all types of places, and the person that you are when you're younger, you couldn't even fathom the things that you're doing as you get older. Because when I was younger, if you'd have told me that I would have been doing a podcast on the internet, I'd have been like, A, what's the internet, and then B, the fuck is the podcast. So you just never know.
The thing for me is just, what does it say about yourself? What are you thinking about yourself, really? Because it means something. Because it means that you think a certain age you're gonna be something that you're probably not. You're not gonna be yourself. And I think a lot of young people make we had that same idea. Like, I'm gonna be this age, and then I'm gonna be not fun and sit in my house, and I'm gonna have 2.3 kids and a picket fence and a dog and all that stuff. Really Dark Knight says, "Dear Karen and Robert, it's been a while since I've written in, but Apia has got me covered on that. She's now my favorite commenter. Anyways, when Rod was talking about not liking live music, especially when you weren't expecting it, I said to myself, this nigga spitting. Hate that shit. Karen chimed in about having to yell at people in the club, and this is why I've been listening to y'all for almost a decade. You are truly my tribe, or we're all just old. Nah, I've been like this since I was young."
Yeah, Roger has always been like that. But the thing is, like I said, I don't mind. But man, that time we went to that sushi / club, we didn't know there was a sushi / club spot, and literally me and Roger was like face to face, and we were going, "Huh? What?" I was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, and for me, it's not even just that. I don't like when I just go to like a steak place or something, and then here come the fucking acoustic guitars and shit.
Yeah,
it's fucking. I
didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for a concert.
I don't want that. I want to come in and chill. I guess I have to write in another year and a half piece. Thanks, Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
EVE says, "Wisdom is knowing when you're too old to be in the club. A good sign is when you wake up the next morning, everything hurts, and you don't recover from a hangover as well as you used to." Yeah, that's true. Let's see what the comments were on YouTube, if we had any. Oops. Let's see. One. They left a minute mark at the 49-minute 50-second mark. It said, "I think it's been about 2 months ago, but Rod did an episode where he impersonated Cornel West due to something concerning unpaid debts, child support, and how if he became president, he would wipe them out. Rod went, 'Brother Bank, how about we clear these debts?' or something." It was funny as fuck. I don't even remember, but that's hilarious. That's hilarious. We do so much talking, honestly, I forget.
Right. Y'all feel that I had the time, we forget, yes.
And I don't re-listen to episodes, so anytime y'all tell me I said or did something funny, it's always a treat. That's why I love on Twitter when people use our hashtag and they point out a moment in the show that they loved. It honestly warms my heart every time, because it's like, oh yeah, I did say that. That was funny. People did like that, So thank you for taking the time out to just remind us of that.
Yes, because as a creative, I'm kind of putting myself in this category. As a creative, you put things out there, things pop in your head, ideas and thoughts, and some of this stuff, and particularly for me, is off the dome and things like that. So yes, it is joyful for me to hear, you thought what I said was funny or whatever it is, because like I said, a lot of this stuff is, me just throwing things out there just to see what works.
Yeah, and when I listen to other people's podcasts, I normally try to let them know what, if they said something funny or good, like I hit them up sometimes. Mm-hmm. If they're my friends, I'll text them or something, like, because I understand, like, we out here just hoping that people find it funny, and yeah, I'm glad you did. The poll was, have you ever overslept and missed going out to the club? Yes or no? Yes, 52%. No, 48%. I'm not really a club person, so technically I feel like I probably could say no to that, but
right.
That's just because I don't be going. But let's see, on Spotify, 67% yes, 33% no. So a lot of people had that moment where they overslept, woke up and was like, fuck, we're supposed to go clubbing.
Yeah, and then was like, you know what? If I ain't out there now, I ain't going. Because, when you're younger, if you oversleep, you know what you do? You get your ass up and going out there and just be late.
Depends on how much you overslept. The club starts, like, this is why I say overslept. because you didn't really club a lot either. A lot of the club shit don't really pop off till after midnight. So if you oversleep it, that you probably wake up at 5, 6 in the morning. It's over.
You wake up the next day. Okay, I'm with you. Oversleeping mean the sun is shining and the birds is chirping.
Yeah, it's hard to oversleep the club and still be late. Like it's not
That's true.
Oh, I was trying to leave at 11 and I overslept and I'm leave at 1. It's like by the time you do all that shit, you done missed the club.
I'm with you now. I'm thinking overslept like an old person. No, you mean oversleep like it's tomorrow. I'm with you.
When the before the club nap turns into the missed the club sleep with 3 greater than emojis, Q&A. That's the Q&A. And y'all replied, got the club going up on a Tuesday in my dreams. Keenan says 2 friends and I listen to everything Drake related in 2024 podcast that didn't take off. Every Drake song is either great or terrible, no in between. He really should be judged verse by verse. Wallace says I was never an in the club brother. And Miss Barnes says disco naps are mandatory, and if I missed the party, sorry to that party.
Come on, sorry to that party.
All right, let's go to the next episode, which is episode 2788, Hamilton Hawks. This is so fun. We had 5 comments. Appia says Jada and Will are messy in my opinion. What? I don't think she is the evil one or something, but they both claim to want privacy while feeding the public with private info about them. It just got quiet for a bit and they seemed bored and they lied. A pretty big lie for attention. I also don't believe anything that what they are saying. Please don't make celebrities your relationship goals even. Yeah, I think agree. I think the interesting part to me is like people still discuss each thing they bring up as if it must be true. And I'm like, these people just told us they lied to us for 7 years. I don't know how you just hop back on this shit. Like, well, and then that was then. Now that they're telling the real truth. Like then 5 years from now, they're gonna be telling us that this ain't the real truth.
Yes, it's a hell of a drug. And it's a drug that people are addicted to, and people just don't want to admit they're addicted to it.
To like, what drug?
To just celebrity and just being.
Well, I'm not talking about being addicted to the celebrity of it, right? Because people are gonna talk about these people. It's we have to like treating this as if you believe it is a choice.
Okay. Yes.
You don't have to make that choice. Yes. I've made the choice of being like, I don't know what they're selling at the moment is the truth, and I don't know that what they'll be selling in the future is the truth. They kind of seem to do whatever they want to, and I don't know that we should be breaking down relationship dynamics based on their relationship, because it doesn't seem like their relationship is what they needed to be to sell whatever they need to sell that day. Hustle No Flow says, look like the oyster content went mainstream, and sent a link to Twitter. And I've seen this video. I'll share it with everybody who can watch it here. But it's for the gender wars segment.
Oh shit, gender wars.
But it's an update.
Oh shit.
1 woman, 3 lemons.
And it's some other TikTok. Annie's right. This white lady went to the oyster restaurant to, I guess, verify if the original video was the truth from the woman who said she went on a date and got the guy ditched on a date.
Child Karen was right. I told you this bar is going to make bank off of that video. I was like, when it first came out, I was like, if I was in Atlanta, I wouldn't do a video, but I would just go just to see what the drinks and oysters taste like. And I was like, oh yeah, they have probably seen a huge uptick in business because of this.
Yeah, and you're not wrong. You absolutely were right.
I was right about something.
Karen be knowing, Karen.
I was right about something. Right, because my thing is, regardless if you're a person like me who just, they have uptick because I just want to see the experience, or people like this TikToker, either way it goes, you're going to have an increase. Because even with this TikToker that's making a TikTok off of the previous TikToker, this person is going to introduce this bar to a whole group of other people who probably don't know what the fuck this is or anything like that, because everybody has a different set of audience a lot of times. So sometimes audiences don't cross.
Yeah, I've seen an article, and maybe we'll do it tomorrow, or just mentioning it now might be enough. But I saw an article where there was like a line out the door. Like people were lining up to go in there. Anyway, here's a video.
One woman, 3 lemon drops, 48 oysters. Did it happen? Was it an ad? We're here to find out. Here I am trying a lemon
A bunch of quick cuts of them going to their seat and then getting the drinks and with the
drop drink. We're gonna see if it's worth drinking 3. It is good. It's fine. It's fine. I love it. That's really good. We're not 48, but we'll see. We'll see how many we get. I have to do a slurping one. First dozen down. There we go. There we go. Somebody in my comments said I had to try the mussels, so we are. Okay, we got a second lemon drop.
Can I just say already, let me tell you why I like this video. And not because I think what they're doing is kind of corny. But what I like about the feel of the video, it's her and this other person doing this fun thing together. One of the things about the like date video with the original oyster thing, it felt like a whack thing to do, even if it was real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like imagine you go on a date with somebody and the whole time they're documenting it via TikTok or whatever for content. That feels weird to me because we're not in on it together, and it's the first day we're supposed to get to know each other. It seems extremely rude, if anything. And for her to say she wasn't feeling the dude anyway, blah blah blah. It's just like, well, you could have done this whole video without me, and now you ran up a $200 tab, not talking to me, trying to make content the whole time, not vibing with me. You didn't like me in the first place, and the dude dips on the thing, and people are fighting about whether that's okay or not. And this just feels like that video is just kind of a weirdly narcissistic perspective, as opposed to this, where even though they being nosy and whatever, they kind of keeping it fun to be like, oh yeah, let's go out there and see if this is real.
Yes, and also the thing is, if you like me, shout out to Miss Smart, who like a good lemon drop, like anything lemon drop shot, lemon drop martini. First time I had a lemon drop was in DC because Miss Smart bought us a shot, and anything lemon drop I get. And so you're like, okay, if I'm a lemon drop fan, and if you a oyster fan too, because they had oyster, I think they would have like clams, something like that. Like, so if you were mussels, yeah. So if you like mussels, you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know they had mussels. It's like you literally are introducing new shit on the menu to people.
And the alcohol was changed. Very good. I asked our waiter about the woman that came here and ate 48 oysters. He said that she's every Tuesday, and she was in fact on a date. So confirmed, and he did confirm that it was not an ad, and they haven't posted anything on their social media or anything, and I don't know why. But there you go. The lemon drop.
I never thought it was an ad, but I did not think the date was real. Look, I'll take her word for it that it was real or whatever. Although at this point, who fucking knows? But if it's real, is in a way it's worse because it's more rude and fucked up to me than like. I like the idea of it being fake content that you're like, I'm gonna get these niggas arguing and see if I can go viral. That, to me, that's cooler than actually being the kind of asshole that does that on a date.
Yeah, and also I could see this being a good thing for the staff and a bad thing for the staff. A good thing for staff because, you're busy, you're making money for the restaurant, but a bad thing for the staff because it's one of the things, I'm just trying to show you food and every other table is asking you about this.
Yeah, possibly.
Drop is so much better now that I fixed the alcohol. That was on me for getting well vodka. Done. Finished.
And then
we can't finish. I just can't eat that many oysters. Like, I would give that a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It was good.
Let's say that till they stayed there till it got dark. They shut the place down.
They was trying to eat 48 of them. They was like, we might have to eat and sit around and talk and eat some more, because they was like, this is a lie.
But look, they had a corny ass good time, and I respect it.
I'm here
really
for corny ass good times.
First time I saw the video, I said they doing too much, but now that I look at it again, I'm like, you know what? That ain't bad. That's y'all made an afternoon of some bullshit. Thanks for that, Hustle No Flow. Pink Superhero says, how is a video influencer filming themselves to talk about their life sad? I like to hear and see content about people's lives. It's one reason I like podcasts. Don't be throwing stones in that glass house. Wink. Here's the thing, Pink Superhero. I thought about this comment a few ways, and I have a lot to say. The first one is, I wasn't saying filming yourself to talk about your life is sad. So you trying to reduce it to that is, I don't know, maybe purposely trying to be a little like, nudge at me. But the specific thing we're talking about was someone sitting by themselves at a table, eating, like ordering their birthday thing or whatever, chilling, but then putting in a video, turning up just specifically for that part, like, hey, it's my birthday, I'm having a great time, everything's cool, and then turning off and going back to stoic, sitting by yourself. And
it's strange, and people act like there's something wrong with you when you go, that is abnormal.
You don't get to tell me how to feel about it. It does feel sad to me, because to me there's something about, like, the thing is, you consume the content that we create, but what you have to understand about this content is I have to decide what is content and what's not for you. It's a product, and turning your birthday into like a product is a choice. We did a Blackout Tips live on my birthday. I had a genuinely good time. It was dope. People were there. It was fun, it felt great. But if like I was sitting in a restaurant by myself and then like chilling, but then like faking excitement or joy, or turning on my joy for 45 seconds to upload to some strangers on the internet, it would feel away, especially if it's not like I'm celebrating with my friends and the people I know in real life that love me. It's not the same for me, but also, that's my projecting of how I would feel, which is what we do on this show, which I'm allowed to do. I don't find it to be the same. I feel like the type of content we create here is kind of the opposite of that. Like, this is how we really feel. This is what really happened. Like, it's not like a, to me, kind of a forced fake thing, So I think that's the difference for it. And I don't feel like I'm throwing stones in that glass house. And if someone said our content made them feel sad, that's their right.
Yes, it
That's
is.
the thing you have to understand about being in the position that we're in, the people that create the content and put it out, we don't control how y'all receive it. So there's people that listen to this show and get mad. There's people that get sad. There's people that love it. There's people that have joy.
Angry. Yeah.
We like you to have joy, but we can't decide that for you. And I'm still a human being that sees stuff, sees content, sees how the sausage is made. And there's something about it that is sad. There's something about this to me. There's something as the understood to me every time I make a comment, right? There's something about the idea of faking for the internet that I hate. And it makes me sad that people give into it, and there's something in seeing that moment. And I know people relate to what I'm saying because you've all seen it. What happens though, and you're expressing it, and it's the thing that I'm so wary of from listeners and fans alike, the consumption of our lives as content is part of the reason people do shit like that.
Yes.
And what I see is a person totally giving in to the algorithm,
right.
Totally giving into their life, being fake for you, putting on a show for you, dancing when nobody's making them dance. That's what I see. And I don't like that because I think about my own life, and I'll never want to be in a situation where I'm dancing for y'all, where I'm giving you something, where I'm pandering, or I'm giving y'all something that's not real pretending it's real. Like, I'm depressed on this flight, but I'm gonna take a real quick video of me on this flight, like, hey, turn up, baby, but really I'm sad, like, or whatever. Just really I was chilling, but I'm gonna turn up real quick to do this. I don't like that stuff. I'm not saying it's impossible or nobody should do it ever or whatever, but specifically with it being this person sitting alone on their birthday in a fucking restaurant and then doing that, there's something about it to me that is like, damn, you know, you dancing for him. It's the girl dancing over the pancakes and then sitting the tripod, turn the tripod down and being like, all right, I did that. You know, like I can throw these pancakes away. I don't eat this shit. Look at me. I'm 110 pounds. I don't, we all know I can't, carbs, my Instagram followers will leave me. It's that thing. It's the thing I notice about content because I make it. It's the every time you turn on TikTok and someone's saying something deep, they happen to have their cleavage out or their shirt off. And you're like, how much of this is like really just visually you trying to be like, I'm attractive, saying anything, please give me attention, give me fame. So when I talk about that stuff, when I talk about the trappings of fame, when I talk about the attention economy, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Now, maybe it hasn't reached you that those things are connected to me.
Right.
And hopefully this commentary will show you that it's connected, and maybe you're just kind of trying to be cute with it. You throwing stones from a glass house, but I don't feel like I'm throwing stones from a glass house. I don't feel that is complete, that what we do is the same as somebody doing that shit by themselves at the restaurant.
It's not. And also it's one of the things too, for most people, they are consumers. Most people don't produce things. And when you do not produce things, you don't have a producer's mind. And I'm not trying to be funny, you just don't. So you don't think of how stuff is crafted, how stuff is cut, how stuff is edited, how you kind of pick and choose what the person consumes. And from the consumer perspective, all you want to do is consume. You don't really care about the person. You don't really care about the process. You don't really, a lot of times, care about the person's mental health, mental state. You don't care if they're sad, mad, depressed.
That's what it is, Karen. It makes me think about how that person's not really a person to you.
Right.
And you acting like you're advising me or warning me or telling me something. And I'm like, you don't understand the difference. I'm not like that. So I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not like that. If I was having a chill birthday thing, if I was gonna post anything about it, it would match the vibe of what we doing. We chilling. Like and I know some people are like that, but I feel like those people have given in to the cravenness of the fucking algorithm. You've given in to the machine that makes us be content for each other, that makes us consume each other all the time. And that is not real friendship, love, or support. It's not real. And you give into the allure of that parasocial bullshit, and then you end up with your mental health all fucked up. You end up with, people quote unquote supporting you into some bullshit. I think, my personal preference is just different than what that person did. And like I said, I'm not knocking their ability to do it.
No.
But I'm never gonna get on here and lie to you and act like it's all good or like I like it. I don't like it. It does make me sad. It makes me think about my own shit like, man, I never want to be like that. So, take it how you will, but you're listening to our podcast and I'm giving you my feelings.
Yeah, and also it's one of those things too, to where when you view it and you kind of look at it from the different perspectives, and particularly like I said, when from me and Roger, from the producer side, there's certain platforms, depending on what you do, you have to consistently put stuff out. And for some people, they put out so much stuff that they literally pour everything that they are, their whole humanity, on the internet. And then when people turn around, which people do to consume, I don't give a fuck. They start forming these opinions, because when people put stuff out in public, the public has a right to respond however they feel like it. So when people start responding negatively, positively, have these many ways, and you're a human being and you put something out there that you might not have been prepared for the quote unquote backlash about it, and then you snap, you get sad, you get depressed. Same platform, you putting your feelings on this platform, and then a lot of times these same people turn around for content, because everything's content to them. They laugh, they joke, they and all this shit, and it becomes a big,
it's just
abusive cycle sometimes.
People be surprised to find out people like super depressed and shit because they are giving them. It's like Cardi telling you she's never gonna put out a song about her struggles, you know, because that she's giving in to like y'all know y'all motherfuckers don't fuck with her like that, and that's not real. But to me, like your birthday party or your whatever your thing is kind of feels like a thing between you and the people that know you for real, you know. But that's just me. Like I said, not everyone got to have my set of ideals. There may be there's tons of ways that it might not be sad for that person, you know.
Right.
What if yeah, I can just think I can think of ways where in their mind it's totally fine and dope. We're just talking about how it made me feel. I'm allowed to have that, and I don't think it's hypocritical or counterintuitive to the kind of content I make. It's the difference between the content that I make and the content a lot of other people make, you know. And you know, I've worked and done shit with people that make like that kind of content where they can be like frustrated, but they need to put out 5 IG lives a day, so you know,
because that's what the algorithm tell them they got to do.
Yeah, so they gotta come on there and make some jokes or whatever. I've seen that in real life. It's just not for me, and that's okay. Back to let's see. EVE says the Will and Jada story goes to show that people either have short-term memories or that they only pay attention to what they want. When Will's book came out a few years ago, he mentions in his book that they've been separated for years and that he's been unfaithful, but yet Jada is being villainized for basically providing a more accurate timeline. Sounds like this is the kind of marriage they chose and want to be in. So I wonder if people would care as much if Will had not slapped Chris Rock. I don't honestly, if Will hadn't slapped Chris Rock, I wonder if it'd be worse. Because part of the reason that some people have even joined in on protecting, quote unquote, protecting in quotes, Jada and picked her side and defend her against everything online is solely because of that slap.
Yes.
Because if that had not happened, a lot of those people, I saw them, they hated Jada Pinkett Smith. They hated the Red Table Talk.
Yes, they did.
They thought she was kind of problematic, talking about shit she had no business talking about. They weren't hating her because of like, look what she's doing to Will, but they were hating her all the less, nonetheless. And then that slap gave them something to glom onto, and it became about protecting Black women and alopecia and all this other stuff. So I really think it'd be worse if you didn't even have a slap, because then you wouldn't have nobody on Jada's side. They'd just be like, look what she did to this Black man. She's always embarrassing him by doing shit. She fucked August Alsina, and because people would have never hold Will accountable in that way of holding him accountable.
Right. And, you know, it's one of those things where the only reason why I'm not trying to be funny, I even found out about the Red Table Talk, you know, when it first came out, is because niggas consistently talked about that shit on Facebook. I didn't know what the fuck a Red Table Talk was. I didn't know they was doing the show. I didn't know this shit existed. But because niggas complained so much, I was like, what the fuck is a Red Table Talk? Oh, she got a show. And it kind of went on from there.
Right. The 48 Oyster Girl wasn't that wild to me because it feels like she did that to get him off her back. That is, if it was real. I can't imagine anyone, but that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, EVE, but if you want to get him off your back, you just block the person because he was DMing her about taking her on a date. So how does it make sense to let's go on a date, run up a $200 tab, record the whole thing, and then post it online to get you off my back? That seems way extra than just being like, block, mute, don't respond.
Right, because it sounded like she really didn't want to go in the first place. And so, you know, somebody like me would be like, fuck it, I've been out there by myself. Like, I will go out to eat food by myself and buy my own $200 meal and go and take my happy ass home. Yeah,
I don't buy that that's what happened. I can't imagine anyone actually being that obnoxious on a real day that they didn't have an agenda. Either way, her tip was trash. Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head in that she was being that obnoxious. If it's real, she just was being obnoxious and she had an agenda of making that content.
Yep.
You know, so, and like I said, if you think about it as a human being on the other side of that camera, not being her, it would make anyone want to leave. If you were her friend, it might make you want to leave. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
You got your fucking phone out the whole time. Why am I here?
Yeah, once you throw it into like a date situation, that's pretty egregious. Anyway, AJ says, I found these shorts on the channel I subscribe to on YouTube about Jada Pinkett Smith dishing all the tea on her marriage, among other things. I found them funny because of captions on the video about the people who are minding their own business and don't really care. My thoughts on Jada telling everyone her business. We do not need to know intimate details about your marriage, and some things are better left unsaid. Here are the links to the videos. Well, here's the thing, AJ, Austin, not to teach you a lesson, but I'm about to teach you a little lesson. You're doing it.
Yes, you are. And I think a lot of people don't realize they're trapped in the matrix because a lot of people say they don't care. Put like this. I've realized my definition of don't care and y'all definitions of don't care are not the same. My definition of don't care means I don't consume it. I don't look for it. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I just completely cut myself off from it. Y'all form of I don't care is I don't care. Look at this. I don't care. Look at this. I don't care. Look at this. Well, when you go look at this, you are showing there's some form of caring behind it, but you don't realize it.
It's not a definition, Karen. They're lying.
True.
It's not, they didn't define it the same as you. They lying. They do like mess. I feel like one of the only honest people in the world because I'm like, yeah, I'm consuming their mess. I like their mess. This little preamble of, I don't want to hear this. Maybe keep it to yourself. Hey, y'all, here's some links to some more content about them. Come on, nigga. You in on it. You like the shit. That's why you send us this shit, because you want us to play it on the show and you want us to have a laugh and show our audience and we all laugh together and we make jokes off of it too. Well, now you don't get to have that because you're a hypocrite. If you would have just been honest, I would have happily played this shit and we would have got some more content. But you being fake. So no, you don't get it. Let's see any comments on our YouTube for the Hamilton Hawks episode. Another great episode. I love the idea of cozy game in VR. I both love and hate the gender wars discourse. It makes for good content, but it's so tiring. Carlton says, thanks, Carlton.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bit tiring for a lot of people, but I think as people not in the dating game, maybe for me, it's just more like, oh, this is interesting, ridiculous stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I forget y'all got to deal with this shit. So for you, it might be like, fuck, it's really people out here like this. This might be your nightmare of matching with some motherfucker on Bumble, and next thing you know, they pulling out their phone talking about, I was never really feeling you. Right. Anyway, pay for this $200 that was supposed to be just drinks. And I'm about to upload this shit to Twitter, like to TikTok. Sayida says, or it might be Sayida, says, the jokes were funny. Thank you for including the commentary on the Middle East. Hugh says, also refreshing seeing how well Joe Biden understands the assignment. Can't imagine how the current crop of Republicans will handle something that complicated. Somehow they make picking a leader look like picking what not to eat at Arby's. Yeah, the thing for Joe Biden and stuff is it's an untenable situation. He's the president of the United States. There's no win in this for him. Mm-hmm. I've seen him navigate this better than people said he would at every step. But he's never going to completely go as far as they need him to go, or some people online want him to go. And even when he goes beyond what they said, they're never like, okay, well, he did what I said. Good job on that one. They're always moving the goalposts. And then I just think to me, this has always felt like a short-sighted thing to say, but there's people that are so like into this that they're like, this is why we should not vote. How can you vote for this at all? And I don't think they understand fundamentally what America is.
Right.
Because not voting for this doesn't stop anything. Mm-mm. It just means the person in charge would be Donald Trump or someone who would be worse at this than at the things you claim to want. They would do worse than what Joe Biden's doing. That's just the rules. That's just the way it is. Now you can object to that and not choose to not live in this reality, but it won't save anyone. It'll make shit worse. And I believe fundamentally part of the reason I vote is because America is a fucking behemoth. It is a destructive force, and we have a responsibility to try to make it as least destructive as possible. And opting out of voting, opting out of your complicity in it makes you even more complicit, because now you're the person that has some power to try to get somebody that would say at least something that would sound reasonable, and you chose, nah, fuck it, let the unreasonable person have it. And I think that's ridiculous, but I also understand people emotionally are on 10, and Twitter is like the worst place for that, because it will spiral you to the worst possible conclusion and the worst things to say to each other. And I don't want to participate in that part.
Yeah, and then the thing that kills me is a lot of these people that are fucking loudest. If you're not going to participate and you're not going to be in the process, shut the fuck up. You're loud, you wrong, and you're consistently letting everybody know. And then when somebody looks at you and says, you opted out of the goddamn process, you don't have a motherfucking opinion, you act like there's something wrong with them for looking at you.
Well, it's Twitter. No one's saying that to anybody.
Right.
It's Twitter. That's their process. That's where they're participating, is on Twitter normally.
Right.
And like I said, I understand and relate to the frustration, but it's also more to the presidency than the Middle Eastern conflict. It's more to the presidency than any one topic. And the president is still not a fucking king.
Nope.
They can't do it all themselves. They can say all kinds of shit and it still ain't gonna work. And this shit is more complicated than social media will allow you to talk about. I've seen people try to talk about it and they get shouted down from the other side. It's crazy. And I don't know what to tell you. It does not seem so simple to so many people. And a lot of the platitudes on Twitter are also seen as just pandering and not helping anybody. So they kind of bully people into shutting the fuck up and then be like, why is no one doing anything about this?
Right.
Anyway, some of the stuff Biden has said and proposed, I think, are things that people said he wouldn't do. And I find that interesting that that's not really being commented on, but whatever. Let's talk about the poll. Would you buy some Anthony Hamilton soul food? Which is how we got the name of the show, Hamilton Hawks.
My grits came, y'all. I hadn't cooked them yet, but my grits came.
And we had first of all, she got the quick grits, which is that the only option, quick grits on this site? So they had slow grits and you should quick. All right. We'll see.
I mean, we can do the slow grits.
Too late now. You already bought them. Why I don't want to just start hoarding grits in our house, Karen. How about we finish the quick grits, and then if we do that and they're good, we can do the slow grits.
Oh, we can do that.
But
I was like, bitch, I ain't got all day.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to good soul food, we all say, quicker the better. Love when you go to a soul food restaurant, get served right away. It's gonna be banging up in there, right?
You leave me alone because of my laziness.
But the thing I was gonna say is, I think Great Uncle Bob did like a Hamilton Hawks mock-up, he put Anthony Hamilton's name on some ham hocks, and that shit was hilarious.
Yes, I would buy them bitches.
Yeah. Like that kind of stuff. I love our fans for stuff like that. That's always so hilarious. I'll try to make it to show art because I'm pretty sure I saved that picture somewhere. But man, he cracks me up with the photoshops after we come up with some bullshit on the show.
Something that don't make no sense.
Yeah, I wonder if I can show it to y'all. Okay, I think I might be able to show it to y'all from my computer. Just give me a second to see how this works. But okay, so share screen. Maybe this one. Okay, yeah. Can y'all see this? The Hamilton Hawks. It's Anthony
yes.
Hamilton smoke port Hamilton Hawks.
Come on through. Child, them shit's gonna be banging.
Right. I want to see a whole line of food.
Yes.
I know he got it on his website, but he should name them all after stuff he like. You pick a fine time to leave me collard greens. You know,
Come on.
I need that. The poll: 80% of y'all would buy soul food from Anthony Hamilton. 20% would not. A little shocked by that. 20. Maybe y'all don't eat soul food. Maybe that's what it is.
Possibly.
71% on Spotify. 28% not. So man, well, they said like those other Negroes. Never. I don't eat soul food. All right. The Q&A. Give me one dozen oysters. I'm gonna open my legs. That was the cute.
That's hilarious.
Give me 2 dozen oysters. I'm gonna give you some head. No way, says Tamara. Raphael says, I was about to say no, but with all this been happening, why have higher standards? Chicken dines, NFT scams, animal revolution. Man, eat your oysters and fried Niger snails and open legs wide. Amen. Michelle says, I'm not allergic to shellfish, but 48 oysters is probably a recipe for mercury poison. I do agree that it was staged. Rod, you are like CSI for eating at restaurants. I'm not going to lie. I still feel like it's staged, but the waiter said it was real and off camera, possibly. I don't know, man. Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't be trusting none of this stuff. And also, like, part of the reason I don't want to believe is because I want to give the people the benefit of the doubt. It's worse if it is real.
Say it's worse if
you a worse person. If
it's real, you're like, what is happening here?
If you really made yourself look stupid and then about the Cheesecake Factory, uploaded it, hit send, put it on the internet, and then you come back 2 days later with an update like, guys, it was real, man, that's worse. I wish you and the homie were joking and being like, oh, we gonna get him with this one. Oh my star, says Wallace. Creasy says, throw in some Arby's and you got a deal. Get out of here. Ignacio says, Rod Morrow, CSI Atlanta. And K-Ton says, the thought of eating 48 oysters and potatoes and crab cake, she really said, baby, I'm gonna eat. Laugh my ass off. Yeah. That being said, she seemed like like she had a fun personality. Mm-hmm. She just seemed like she's over the top. Like when I seen the picture of her, I said, this makes sense.
Yes, it does.
She seemed over the top and fun, you know, but also kind of like a jerk for putting that video out. Episode 2789, BLM BLT. Let's get into it. Got 8 comments. Bamil says, Soup Plantation slogans. Soup Plantation, where all our soups are finger lynching good.
Oh no!
Nobody knows the trouble you've seen, but everybody knows Soup Plantation has the best soups at these prices. Just call us the whipping post, because Soup Plantation will whip your taste buds into shape.
Oh no!
Some of those better than others. Just saying. Miss Tollfree says they used to have Soup Plantation in California, and one day my coworkers convinced me to go because it was cheap and delicious. I like to point out the majority of my coworkers were white. Went in there and it was packed. I'm like, okay, good sign. Maybe it's good. Y'all, that unseasoned ass food was so bad. I only went the one time, never trusted my coworkers again. She also writes in to say Cheesecake Factory is delicious, and not only was the acting bad on that video, but she was tripping. Like Karen said, at least it wasn't Soup Plantation. Ramsey D. Jenkins says Soup Plantation jokes and slogans earned this episode 5 stars. I love us. Abia says, I have heard the name Soup Plantation before and found it weird, but there are many things in the U.S. I don't understand. Why people still use checks. I never used a check in my life. Why some people don't want health insurance and the gun stuff, for example. So what do I know? People don't really use checks that often here anymore. What do black people think when it comes to gender wars? Could be me, couldn't be me. This is what I think. I remember the time I was dating and going out and how I was feeling guilty for even accepting a drink from a guy because I didn't want him to think I owed him something. I'm not saying it was right or wrong. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. In that moment, I missed out because I was a poor university student and couldn't afford great restaurants or expensive drinks, for example. But in the long run, it was worth it because I'm financially independent, can afford pretty much whatever I want. I don't want very much, so that's extra good and realistic. I have restaurant and vacation money, not diamonds and private jet money. All right, good for you, sis.
Ain't nothing wrong with restaurant and vacation money.
Sean says, as a teacher, I would never intentionally show students porn. There was one situation where students were researching the abuse of animals in medical research that led to some disconcerting image results, but the statute of limitations is passed on that. Well, I wouldn't tell anybody even if it had. Weird flex, Sean, but okay. EVE says, I'm waffling back and forth about whether the Cheesecake Factory video is real. One, yes, Cheesecake Factory may be a chain restaurant, but they got me brown bread and a menu thick as the book. The Color Purple, not to mention, the book The Color Purple, not to mention a section of 100 cheesecakes, selection of 100 cheesecakes. She acts like he took her to McDonald's. I've never seen anyone have such a visceral reaction to the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, that kind of feels a little like what me and Chris Lambert talk about sometimes, where it's like something happened on Black Twitter where these motherfuckers frown so hard on chain restaurants, and that is so incongruent to my black ass life.
Yeah, most people end up going to some form of chain
and I'm not
restaurant.
saying like everyone thinks chain restaurants are the shit,
Right?
but I'm saying it's never been like such an unacceptable place to go. Like if we were like, hey man, what you trying to get? Like, even if you're like in another town or something, sometimes it's like, cool, Applebee's will do, because I don't know. I know what's in Applebee's.
Right.
I know what's in the Ruby Tuesday.
I don't know what I'm gonna get if I go
You
to
know?
some of these other places, particularly if you somewhere you don't feel safe.
Yeah, so it's just like a certain like would I think there are other spots that are better? Of course, there's other spots that are better, and I don't mean fancy, just hole in the wall, eccentric, eclectic spots in every city. That's, you know, everybody has a dive bar, everybody has a whatever the fuck, a hole in the wall place or something, or a restaurant off the beaten path or something. But you know, going to like PF chains ain't like nigga, what?
Mm-mm.
Like that happened on Twitter, and then it just got out of control.
Shit, I love me some PF chains.
Well, I'm unsure of the follow-up vids on TikTok where they're being interviewed to tell the size of the story. It seems kind of real, but it could be a situation where ladies trying to build a social media following. She posted that in hopes that women will be on her side to get on this gender wars trend. Well, she clearly talks to the ladies in the video.
Talk to the camera.
Whether if like I said, I'm doing you the favor hoping it's fake. If it's real, you just look worse and you still went and uploaded it, which I'll never be able to relate to. You took an L and were like, this will be good to put on the gram or whatever. As she comes off as delusional enough to think she didn't do anything wrong, I'm on the fence. The Soup Plantation jokes are so funny. I nearly peed myself like Whoopi. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the Soup Plantation segment. C Baby says, I like the banner segment because it reminds me of one of my favorite segments, Random Thoughts. The Soup Plantation jokes were hilarious. I think the Gender Wars video was insidious and aimed at the guys who like those memes where girls don't pick them, but then comes back around many years and many babies later looking for his attention. It seems as a possible takeaway for that audience was to strengthen the idea of who they believe women to be and the idea that it doesn't matter how nicely you treat them. That's another reason I don't want to believe it's true, is because like if you uploaded that, that's just that kind of content. It's giving manosphere. It's giving, you know, the black, this woman will never be happy no matter how nice you are to them. The best thing you can do is take their ass back home and find you a good woman that won't be making all that, you know, like, and you're the one who uploaded it.
Yes, you are.
It's like a man uploading a video of him talking. Well, men do this all the time, but women normally smarter than men.
They are.
Men do shit where you be like, ugh, you talk to people like that? Why did you put that on the internet, you fucking idiot? This feels like the woman version of that. Anyway. Comments on YouTube. Let's see what we got here. My mom says, Chef Kiss Soup Plantation banter. Thank you, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Soup Plantation banter myself, and you know, I always enjoy we could be silly together. The poll was, do you think the cheesecake video is real? Yes or no? 97% of y'all say no.
Not real.
Okay, Karen doesn't think it's real either. Let's check the polls on Spotify.
Because the biggest thing, I've never seen the video that was real. Maybe it's just me. You know, as a producer for my brain. We've seen enough videos online. You've never seen anybody look up at the camera while it's recording and be like, ladies, while you kind of in the middle of actually doing something and arguing. No, you're focused on the task at hand.
I don't want it to be real. I'm not gonna lie, but people have been someone sent me an update of like her posting another video being like, it was real. And I'm just like, but why? You know what I mean? Well, why though? Like, is someone off camera with a gun making you do these videos? Why would you tell the world this? And the update wasn't very good. It was like 2 minutes of her really just rambling, which led to people being like, is something wrong with her? Like, which would explain the original video.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think it's a good look for her. But yeah, I'll show y'all the video. Give me a second, pull up the link. We can look at it together as a family. I never thought about the fact that these gender wars will have updates when we made. I thought we'd weigh in one time, we'd make jokes,
everybody move on.
Everybody would move on. I didn't know these motherfuckers would kick a hornet's nest and then be back. I'm back, y'all, but it makes sense, right? Because of course you're doing it for their attention, so you got to come back and tell everybody an update. Here she is with the update.
Hey guys, this is Alicia. It's been a while, but there have been quite a bit of things on my mind. I believe that many of you have seen the now viral video about me choosing to reject the Cheesecake Factory because I wanted more from my date. I want to,
why is she talking so slow? Is this part of, I don't know, but is this part of like tricking the algorithm too or something? It's like, get to it.
Let me say this. It's interesting to me that just how a moment in time, right, can shape how so many view you.
A moment in time, which was really 6 minutes in time, which you recorded yourself and then uploaded to the internet to be viewed by strangers.
Yeah, and also that
who don't know you. So yeah, that's what it do.
And yeah, and also it's one of the things too we talked about before. This is why the video was 6 minutes. You don't have an editor, like you actually are new to the whole process, because people that are professional, they get straight to the point. They're like, look, we're gonna do this in 2 minutes or less. We know that y'all ain't got no 3 minutes to sit here and stare at the screen. It's like she's like, no, I'm giving you the whole thing.
Oh my God. It's still playing. She just ain't talking.
So I want to talk about, I'm trying to remember. Bear with me, guys. I wrote down some notes so I can remember everything I want to say.
Read the notes. Get to it.
I watched the comments, the shares that you guys, the opinions that you guys had. And I have reflected on all of them, processed all of them that I was able to read.
This video has already been going for 2 minutes.
Many of you have been vocal about how entitled I was, how I misused this man. And I want you to understand that my mission has always been to empower women.
Okay, stop right there. 2 things. One, how could she have misused him? He took her back home. He didn't even buy her anything. So everybody calm down. But 2, that says a lot. Her brand is women empowerment. And a lot of times when people use their personal shit as their brand, it's easy to go completely out to lunch because you're conflating shit, macro and micro shit. Him taking you to Cheesecake Factory or not isn't empowering. You
Mhm.
pulling that weird ultimatum on him after making him wait an hour and being late is weird. So yeah, if it's true as she's claiming it is, it like that explains a lot that she thinks that she's some type of brand ambassador of women's empowerment, but really it's I don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. Those two things are unrelated to me.
For women to feel respected, cared for, not be misused,
That took too long. We didn't get any information. That was the end of the video, guys. I'm sorry.
What?
What the
No
fuck?
questions were answered.
What the fuck? What that explains, but it does explain that the first video could be real. Because if she thinks this is good to upload, maybe, you know. So,
I want to talk to him. Where his video?
I honestly want them both to stop now because unless they gonna start being interesting.
Right?
Because I like mess, but I need some mess. I need some content. Y'all out here bullshitting right now.
You need your mess to be edited. I don't care what y'all say
Right.
about Will and Jada. They got editors and writers, and that shit is straight to the point.
Will, listen, Jada was giving us more in 45 seconds to stir the pot
Yes.
for a whole day or two off of 45 seconds. Y'all,
right. Get to
y'all,
the point.
y'all taking 6 minutes to give us paltry
Mm-mm.
shit like this? No.
What y'all say? At least she trimmed the fat.
Right. You should have came in there. First of all, you know what you should have did? You should have came in there and started immediately yelling at the camera. And be like, first of all, motherfuckers, y'all not gonna make me eat Cheesecake Factory. I said I don't want Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, I
It's
said
nothing
what
y'all
I
can
said.
do. Okay.
Yep. If you really wanted to keep it,
I'm lactose
rolling.
intolerant, bitch. You know, like you could have, you had a way to get some more content.
Right, and be like, yeah, he took me home, but you know what I did? I went to where I wanted to go anyway because I'm a fine bitch.
Right, yeah. You should have took a video you eating 48 oysters after that. Like, look at me. I could pay for my own oysters and shit. I don't need him. I don't need no man.
Right.
Now you got some content. Now,
Right.
does it make any sense? Not
No,
really.
it ain't
Not
gonna make
really.
sense.
Don't gotta make sense to be good content, though.
Right.
So I don't know. She kind of lost me on that one. But yeah, that was weird. All right. Honestly, I still don't know if it's real.
Show don't.
That did not
'Cause
make
no
me
questions were answered. That's when you finished. I was like, nothing was answered.
that did not make me feel like the first video was real because she provided proof of evidence. It made me feel like the first video might be real because it was stupid to upload it. And then this came off as not a smart thing. Like the way she delivered this felt drawn out and slow. So anyway, do you think the Cheesecake video is real? 90% on Spotify. No. 10% yes. But who knows? They say it's real. The Q&A. We got a lot of responses to this one. Soup Plantation. Slavery you can taste. People responded. Lord help us all, the day Soup Plantation starts serving oysters. Oh, now see, oh my God. I heard this restaurant don't exist anymore. But that's the content. Oh my God. You could be sitting on a gender wars gold mine. If you find a Soup Plantation right now, interracial date, gotta be interracial.
Yes, gotta be interracial.
The white person, I don't care who's man or woman. I don't care. The white person's taking the black person to Soup Plantation on a date.
Yes.
And the black person is refusing to go in. And you don't start with it's Soup Plantation. You start the video with, I'm not going. Look at me. Why would I go in a restaurant like this? This man's taking me to a chain restaurant. So then everybody's like, oh, this bitch thinks she too good for a chain restaurant. Who the fuck? I would. Could be me. Blah, blah, blah. And then you pan at the end to it's Soup Plantation. And that's why the black person won't go in the restaurant. And now you got the race part of it being like, oh, this is why I don't date interracial. Couldn't be me. No white person take me to Soup Plantation. What's wrong? See, these your allies.
When you got a content mind, yes.
Yes. That's $1 million idea. Somebody get on it. Mm-hmm. Roger says, why wade in the water when you can wade in this buffet line?
That's good.
Bring them cotton picking hands down to Soup Plantation and choose your favorite salad pickings. Jane says, for the low price of $14.88, you can get these magnificent chicken hoodless soups, chicken hoodle soups.
That's hilarious.
With these salty with 3 Ks crackers. Tell them Terrence K. Williams sent you. By the way, DJ Jaffa's Gender Wars music is flame. 5 flame emojis. Thank you. Tamara says, you all could call me Tammy B. Oh, wait. All right. Well, sorry, Tammy. Tammy B. Sorry, I'll just read it first. Y'all had me in tears for 10 minutes with that soup plantation. I heard about it in passing, but I wasn't 100% sure it was real or not. Yo, I literally never heard that shit to that YouTube video. What? There used to be a few locations here in California, but I never thought of how problematic it was till you called it out. I've only been through once. Everyone misses them since they closed down. Whatever. Imagine that food was so good and you're a black person and you miss soup plantation, but you can't tell nobody.
You sure can. You can't tell the internet.
You can't be the one black person like, they had some biscuits up in soup plantation.
That cornbread was flames. Don't care what the fuck the internet says.
I don't even want to be the black person that suggests we go to soup plantation for lunch. I don't even want to be. Oh, you know, we need to go soup plantation.
That's a secret I keep to myself.
Right. Now y'all gotta work for your meal. Y'all gotta go in the kitchen and work. And it's like, we do have the money to pay. It's like, that's not how it works here.
That's not how this works.
Soup plantation, you gotta go in the back and work. Okay. Sweep some floors and we'll take the meal off. Soup is so good you could taste the struggle. Says Miss Barnes. Raphael says, I just want to offer myself to any sister trying to make a gender war video. I don't accept soup nor NFT as payment. Show me the money and I'll unleash Eduardo or Ikanga or Dr. Haruna from West Africa.
Whatever you need, pay me for my services.
Raphael, man, low key though, Africa is big on the gender wars. Like, I'll be seeing the African content they be contributing, and you might be able to get a lot of attention if you become the black man in the gender war content, because as soon as they hear your accent, it's gonna trigger a whole new audience.
Yes, it will.
That wouldn't even been paying attention. Like, and this why we only do FBA over here. Yeah. We don't date people in the diaspora. I only date black Americans because look how the Africans treat you.
Yes, child. You're gonna hit the trifecta. The people that like to fuss about Africans, the people who like to fuss about gender wars, and then particularly if it's somebody that's white, the people that like to fuss about race. Child, hit the trifecta. Go get it.
Yeah, well, I think the African thing only works if you don't have a white person in it. If once you add a white person, people are not gonna care.
Dynamic.
But if you can get a black man with an African accent talking greasy to a black woman that's American,
they're gonna feel the way.
The content's gonna go super viral. Now you won't be able to go to your car.
No, you won't.
For a while, like you're gonna have to wear a hoodie.
You might not be safe at work,
but it'll be some good content.
Yeah, it will be.
CJ Jones says soup so good, just slap your mammy.
Not your mammy.
Tracy says that soup was finger licking good. Langston says, I bet Soup Plantation is owned by Arby's. It probably got bought by Arby's and shut down.
You know what? Arby's bought everybody. You know it.
Somebody with a weird username says, come see our new mascot, Auntie Bellum.
Auntie Bellum.
Store closes right before sundown. Auntie Bellum. That's so good. Oh, man. Mr. Span says, man, the first thing I thought about when y'all started talking about Soup Plantation restaurant was that damn shucking and jiving place. They damn jingle they had, bruh.
It was flames.
I love
and
that.
We still got some of that barbecue sauce.
I fuck with shucking and jiving.
Shucking and jiving.
I remember black people got so mad about shucking and jiving, and they played that commercial, and then we played it on the show. I was like, I'm hungry.
That shit is flames, and that barbecue sauce is absolutely delicious.
I'm never embarrassed by black people owning their own shit and leaning into blackness. Honestly, a lot of y'all need to get that anti-black out of you, because y'all be bothered by that shit. It should not bother you when black people do it for black people. It shouldn't. Like, the fact that we always assume it's for white people says a lot about white supremacy.
Yes, it does.
Like, it's like, this nigga is dancing. Clearly, he wants white people to love him. It's like, or he like dancing. Like,
yes. Or, I like black people and I'm doing it for us.
Right. Now, Shucking and Jiving does have a funny ass like name, and I get the racial connotations, but did a little research. It's not that bad. Anyway, sauce is hitting.
That barbecue sauce is delicious.
I don't know what to tell you.
Don't have no idea what to tell you.
Shamefully, Mucho Mama says, I was a regular at Soup Plantation. It was a beach city in Los Angeles. I was so sad when it closed. They had the soups. Hashtag Stockholm.
Not had the soups.
They got the soups.
They got the soups. I like that.
I'm sorry, but the man not gonna have me cooning for soups. It's gonna take a little bit more than soups, okay? Them soups, I don't know how good multiple soups would have to be at a soup buffet,
but we never had one. I guess if we had one of all them soups was flames, I would probably be a little sad too.
I don't know. I've had soup at a soup buffet before. They used to have one off of Tavola and South Boulevard, like soup and sandwich place, but I don't know, dog. I think it's gonna take more than soups. I need the meats in that case.
This is one time when you actually want the meat.
I need the meats. You
know what?
In the soup. If they had a fucking Brazil steakhouse named Steak Plantation, your boy might be on the ropes. I might
be like, is that Rod and Carrie going to the Steak Plantation
again? I might
have just that last week.
I might have a fucking frequent customer card.
We walking, hey, Rod and Carrie, we got your favorite table here.
They know us. They know me at Soup Plantation.
They know me.
I mean, it's Steak Plantation.
Have our drinks ready and everything.
Right. You walk in, they be like, yes, because they can't say hey. These comments are hysterical. I love us, says Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany. Steak Plantation would. Woo!
Steak Plantation will be a bop, and then they have this different cuts of steaks. Shit, I will be in that bitch.
I do not want y'all to see me test it like that. Okay, don't test my thug. I fuck around, and fail everybody.
Yeah, they will.
He up in there taking a big bite and dancing like Big Groove.
Yes, what's wrong with them niggas? They're like Rod and Karen done changed.
Nigga did it to some filet mignon and stepped over the table and started dancing like Soldier Boy.
That nigga bit into a ribeye and lost his mind.
Like, oh man, Rod, you really let me down. I've been supporting the Black Autists for years. This is what the fuck y'all on?
So I turned around, that nigga had a T-bone in his mouth.
Right. They walk up in Soup Plantation.
Hey. That's gonna be me over there eating a yeast roll and bopping.
Yeah, so but nah, it's eat what you want to eat, love who you want to love. I'm not judging. I would hate for that content to make anybody feel sad, is what I'm saying. They see me chucking and jiving for some Steak Plantation.
That child.
All right,
let's
go to let me play some music before we go to the next episode, so I know I'll put commercials.
Cook that up, bro.
All right, episode 2790. Everything is reality TV with Ray Sani, our fave. We got 5 comments. Brooklyn Shoebay says, I really liked your conversation with Ray, especially about battling your critical voice. My therapist and I discussed the same thing. You could be doing well, receiving all the praise, but one negative comment is the one that makes you doubt yourself. My therapist's advice is similar to Ray. She tells me to redefine negative comments to something positive. For example, I'm not a weirdo, but a person with unique interests. Anywho, great episode. You all work hard, and I appreciate the Blackout Test. Thank you, Brooklyn Shoebay.
Thank you.
Shinobi Master says, a Bossy, Ray, Rod, and Karen podcast would be in-games levels of dope. Yeah, you know what? I'll see if I can hook that up. They're also very busy people, but I tell them all the time, no joke, anytime.
Anytime.
Come
Yeah,
through.
the door's open.
It's no problem, you know. But I feel like some of my friends feel like they need like an accomplishment or something to promote to come on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. I like talking to you. I feel like we can make it happen anytime. And
Yes.
also, the more people come on, the more we can talk about like pop culture, normal shit that we normally do on a regular episode, where the people that only come through when it's time to promote something is less likely that it'll mostly be an interview of what have you been up to.
Right.
Because
Just trying to catch up.
Yeah, that's what the audience is going to want to know, as opposed to just like, hey, let's play Guess the Race, you know?
Yes.
Ramsey D. Jenkins says 5 stars, the 3 of you together soothe my soul. I'm planning to go back and watch Justified because just like Ray Sonic, Timothy Oliphant can get it. Wait till you see the new nigga. EVE says, I love this episode of banter. It was like being in a room with good friends, laughing and having a good time. It's always entertaining when Ray comes on the show. Glad she survived a writer's strike. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle No Flow says, I appreciate the correction on the revisionist history of Jada. She was a baddie back in the day, and all the homies love Jada. I think there's a lot of revisionist history on Chris Rock, too. That clip with Louis C.K. and the black versus niggas joke seem to have firmly stamped him as a never ever being for the people. But the black versus joke didn't make people cringe back then, and I don't think he would do that in 2023. Yeah, I found that interesting because, number one, people, especially black people, loved that bit.
Yes, they did.
When it dropped,
because everybody quoted it to each other.
Everyone was quoting it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone. I remember the next day seeing people at like school or work or whatever, and we all were saying it. Like we were all like laughing at that. And the truth of that bit was not really supposed to be about appeasing white people. It was supposed to be about anti-blackness affecting black people as well.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you know, it didn't, like, over time as people got more whatever hip to shit, it's like a new narrative formed about Chris Rock always being a piece of shit. And I think that's not true. That doesn't mean he's perfect. That doesn't mean that people can't dislike him for whatever reasons. But, you know, it's just this thing that happens. I'm watching it happen with Justin Timberlake.
Mm-hmm.
Where everybody's blaming him for Janet Jackson, and the truth is, it's not his fault. If we're being real, not that he played zero role, but Les Moonves is the person that blackballed Janet Jackson from working, and not that she couldn't work at all, but he blackballed her from a lot of stuff that she deserved and had earned. And that's never talked about because we're so obsessed with pop culture and hating Justin Timberlake, because I think subconsciously or maybe consciously, a lot of black people like Justin Timberlake and was giving him a pass when they probably shouldn't have. Like, as a black person, like, he making black music. That white boy is black, and he went white man on him. Like, he was like, actually, no, I'm still a white dude. And I think there's a lot of aggression and anger about that, and that's why we're getting what we're getting. But anyway, the same thing is happening with Chris Rock, I think, where people are trying to turn everything he's ever said into something sinister. And I don't think that's true. They forget that he was big in the hip hop. Yeah, Top 5 was an amazing movie. We loved it. You know, the Hair movie, when it came out, people loved it. They were like, a black man that cares about black women in our hair. I remember it.
It was very
My mom's a beautician. I remember people talking about it. It was like it's just a reframing of this is what I'm afraid of with Twitter and social media. This is what I'm afraid of. They can create their own reality, and niggas live in that bubble and be like, that's the new truth. No one's ever liked this guy. He's always been terrible. You know, it's like, that's not true.
Not true at all.
They forgot that he was big in the hip hop, not just interludes. Sat in on recording sessions with several groups, hence a movie devoted to never ending debate about people's top 5. In general, it just seems like you all have said people are so dug in their positions on the slab that they have retconned the last 30 years to make their original opinion still hold true. He's not without his flaws, but dang, folks act like he doesn't have any black friends and hates black people. It would have been interesting to hear Ray Soni's take on that, but it sounds like she's working with him now, so maybe that's tougher to talk candidly about. Yeah, I think, yeah. Also, I'm not going to fuck up her check on our show.
No. That's why we tell some people when they be like, I won't be on show, we look at them like, you try to be somebody, beat it.
Yeah. And Ray, like, the thing about Ray, she's the type of person that would keep it real. And I don't, keeping it real in whatever form it looks, and I don't even want that possibility of like her fucking up her check. That's my dog for real. And I would feel
Right.
terrible if I was involved in any level of like, oh man, she fucked up her bag because she said this thing about Chris Rock and that's her boss. Or then why you working on the show? You know, people say some foul shit to folks. So
Yeah, they do.
and when she posted, what's funny is whenever she posts like the writer's room for that new show and all the black women in it, crickets. Where's the he hate black people then? Oh, now it ain't got shit. Okay, cool. It's because it's not congruent. It don't link up with the evidence. They need him to be a terrible person all the time.
Yep.
All right, let's check the YouTube clips, YouTube comments. We got several.
Yay.
Mike says, Baysani is so smart, dope, and hilarious. I love this podcast episode. I feel like a fly on the wall in the writer's room. Thank you. And I call her Baysani too. Yeah, absolutely. AJ says, oh man, no way, that's crazy. I don't even know what this means.
Mm-mm.
To what? It's not like a minute mark. It's just, Feel
Just
Good.
comment to something we said.
Feel Good says, how I have missed Baysani. Keybob says, one of my favorite guests. Shannon says, such a good show. Love Ray Sani. My mom says, what a cool conversation between friends. Y'all are so funny. I would like to see her more on the show. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Mike left a comment again about how she's hilarious. And Bridget says, it's always a pleasure to see Ray Sani on the show. It's like sitting on a conversation with really good friends. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe we were going for. And
Yes,
you know,
it
I do
is.
consider us good friends. And like I said, we talk more through text and stuff now than we used to. And I shout out to Bossy Igby from doing that, because we had dinner in New York, all three of us, and Bossy was like, because me and Bossy, we text all the time. And she was like, Ray, you would be good to join in the text. You need to get in on the text. And
get in the group.
And Ray's all like, she's always down talking like, I'm a terrible texter. I never da. And Bossy made it happen. So shout out to her.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my dogs. I love them. The last episode of the week is 2791, The People versus Eugene Porter. EVE says that warden was evil until the end for no damn reason. You know, he was a powerless middle manager, a low on the ladder office worker who got a little power in the Z-Pod. Oh shit, wait. Did I fuck up? The polls in the Q&A for the last episode with Ray. Hold on, guys. Did I do that?
Mm-mm.
I didn't. Oh, the poll was police using facial recognition, yay or nay? 92% nay, 8.2% yay. And I do understand the yays as well as the nays. I'm not even going to try to give y'all some hardline stance. I can understand being like, I don't have a problem with the technology. I have a problem with the people using it. Even in the article we read, the problem was the officer. He didn't know follow-up. He was like, fuck it, he did it.
Right.
It was like, well, he couldn't have. He's not even in the right state. Well, guess we'll arrest him and see. And it was the same for the poll on the website, same percentages. Now, the Q&A for that episode is, Margot Robbie and Jamie Presley are the same white woman. Prove me wrong.
Getting all the jobs.
Bokai says, now you mention it. Daryl says, those two are each other's doppelganger. Olamni says, like Amy Adams, Isla Fisher, and the other redhead white woman from The Help. White people will look alike. TJBB some says, all blonde hair white women look alike. Jay Adamo says, it's a fellow Jada. Oh, Jada Mo. I've been reading your name as Jay Adamo. Okay, Jada. Okay, got you. As a fellow Jada, I really enjoyed this conversation a lot. When people ask me how to spell it, I say like Jada Pinkett. Too many uncool people have given me a blank stare. Dasmond says, nah, they look a little different because see, Margot, she and Jamie, fuck. Yeah, they look the same. Ann says, they are the same. Jen says, Karen voice, who? JB says, you ain't lying. Aaron says, add Samara Weaving into that group. Someone sent me a picture of, I think it was Great Uncle Bob. He sent me a picture of 6 white women. They all was Margot Robbie to me.
Child, all them women look alike.
Oh, you saw the picture?
I think I did.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was like 6 of them, and then like it was like maybe one. If it was a degree of separation, it was like maybe the hair color changed.
If one of them women shot me and they said pick her out of a lineup,
I'm in
I'm
trouble.
toast. I'm toast.
Me too.
She going free. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now.
The real shooter is gonna be.
If
free.
Margot Robbie ever do a crime, she need to bring all them white women in the courtroom with her. And when the way ask me, Rod, can you point out the person that shot you? I'm be like, fuck, I can't. I'm gonna be real. It's one of them 6, but I don't know which one.
Don't know which one.
Alicia says, I didn't know I had an all-white actresses look alike syndrome until I saw Jessica Chastain and Bryce Dallas Howard. They do look alike. They favor hard. They favor, okay? They got some kin. And Joyce says, Walton Goggins plays a good racist. He right up there with Alan Tudyk and 42. Agreed. You want to go racist? I would have loved to find a place for him in the Oscars, but he didn't do no sports movies. But he definitely can give you racism. All right, now to the next episode, which is 2791, The People versus Eugene Porter. Evie says, the warden was evil until the end for no damn reason. You know he was a powerless middle manager or lower on the latter office worker who got a little power in his epoch. He deserved that painful death. Eugene is one of those characters who's had a lot of growth. I'd say if it weren't for Killer Gabe, I'd say he's someone who has the most growth on the show. But he's a close second. I'm proud of him for finally growing the spine. Look at you, Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Out here admitting that you people can change.
I agree.
If only Henry had lived long enough.
To see the change in Eugene.
To see the change in you, Evie. Because she hate Henry. She wouldn't forgive him. And she tried to act like he was terrible, but he just died. So anyway, go ahead, Karen. What you saying?
I'm about to say, Eugene as a character arc, I do agree because he's came a long way, a really long way. But yeah, I think Gabe has him trumped because that nigga locked himself in the church and let his congregation die.
Right. The poll. Fuck. I fucked it up on the website, but it was.
Oh no!
It was supposed to say, has Negan been redeemed? Yes, not yet, or it's impossible. 31% of people, yes. 37%, not yet. 32%, it's impossible to redeem Negan, which is interesting. And lastly, the Q&A. Free Eugene.
Yes, free Eugene.
Magnificent Breeze says they ain't got Death Row, they got Death's Door. I'm here hollering. I have never seen a full season of Walking Dead, but listen, y'all, I feel like I haven't missed a thing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
That was I don't even think Karen heard that joke. She was talking about something else at the time, but I thought I was so clever. I was like, oh my god, that was so good. That almost is the title.
I'm bad. I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention.
No, we both no, we're doing a lot right now. We're reading the chat, reading the stuff. We miss shit. I miss shit all the time, so don't worry about it. But the thing I've learned over the years though is I don't even repeat the thing sometimes because I'm like, the audience heard it. You know?
Yeah,
somebody out there got it.
They definitely heard it.
L says he's the only one keeping mullets alive in the Z-Pop. It's true. We ain't got not a lot of mullets. Mm-mm. And lastly, Miss Barnes says, free my Vanilla King. Oh, wait, Vanilla King. White power fist emoji. Because that's what that means. Black power fist emoji, but you made sure to pick the default white.
Not the default.
Which gives a different type of power, sister. Are you at the Steak Plantation right now? You okay? Is everything all right?
Check on you.
I'm a little worried about Miss Barnes, okay? She done went all the way over to the other side. No comments on YouTube for this one. And so now we can get into I guess it's doing it for the gram. For the gram. Right. The question is, what is the fashion choice / style you regret the most?
Yeah, I definitely got some of them in my lifetime. I think crisscross, and I used to love it. Don't ask me why.
Crisscross, explain to the people that don't know what that means.
Oh, my bad. For you youngsters out there, there was this kid rap group called Crisscross, and they was fucking everywhere. And their whole thing was they wore all their clothes backwards. So it was a fucking huge thing to wear all your clothes backwards. And so the big thing was like old school suspenders. So, like farmer suspenders. So you take your farmer suspenders and wear, instead of wearing them frontwards, you would wear them backwards. Not only that, you wear your pants, like literally your t-shirt, you turn everything backwards, your hat. And that trend, and also the trend where you like the old school white kegs. The kegs had to be white. And we just had them big ass, thick ass socks. And we used to wear like 2 and 3 pairs of socks to kind of show like the color scheme. You want to be red, want to be blue, the other want to be red. And so, you would kind of do that up to show like your color scheme and shit like that. Your feet be sweat like shit. Because you wear like 3 and 4 pairs of socks. The more pairs of socks, the quote unquote cooler you work, the more colors you can kind of show. Shit like that. They're just dumb shit.
Yeah, definitely the crisscross ones. Although I thought I looked pretty cool in my overalls. The thing I regretted the most about it was adults kept trying to fix my fucking overalls all the time. I had a teacher do that when I went to Hardin, and everybody was laughing at it. And then and my own parents, be like, "Oh no, you put the strap on," and all this stuff. I'm like, "That's not the point. Is to have one strap off."
Yes, the point is to have one strap off, and it would just drive them up the fucking wall for some reason.
I can't live my Kool Aid High Harmony like this.
No, more time, Philly, back again. They was like, nope, more time, Philly, strap it up.
And the other one, it's not. I don't really regret it, but it was just a phase that was funny. Pulling up one pants leg on the jogging pants, like pulling it up to like the knee area. So it looked like you had one long pant leg and one like short looking pant leg. I saw Guru do it in a Gangstar video, and it was like, that's the coolest thing in the world.
The coolest shit ever. I'm trying to think any other trend. Oh, the cheap ass bracelets and what you call them, bangles or banglets, things you used to have on your arms. You sound like a fucking change drawer. Every time you move around, because them shits kept clanging into each other.
Let's check what the people had to say for the grant. The entire era of dressing business casual to go clubbing. Damn, that is a lot.
A lot of that had to do with racism, because they was like, you got to. Yeah, when people used to go to the club, they would have some of the rules they have now. Well,
they're not talking about dress code. They were just dressing business casual because it was a cool style.
Okay, I'm with you now.
I used to dress business casual and go to school. That used to be my thing. In hindsight, aged pretty well. I see them old pics like, you know what? I had it going on. I don't know why niggas thought I was a nerd, but clearly I see the few girls that hollered at my nerdy ass. I see why.
Yeah, you just love that J. Crew.
I had my own style that other people didn't have. I used to wear a tie every once in a while too, and I looked like I was gonna be somebody. I look like the nigga from Strictly Business. But in 8th grade,
like, I'm gonna be somebody.
But in 7th and 8th grade, it's ridiculous. But I didn't look that bad. It's just. Anyway, let's not get too deep. DB Man says, in our 20s, we would go out clubbing dressed like mid-level office managers. That's the person before.
Not mid-level.
Not the padded shoulder blazers, someone said.
Yes, I remember them bitches.
Shonda says, stirrup pants. Woo, child. What is stirrup pants? I looked this up.
I think you show me a picture. I bet y'all know who they was. And child, windbreakers. Child, wind didn't stand a chance.
Windbreakers,
swish. Swish.
I don't regret windbreakers at all.
No.
Dope.
Okay,
that was a dope style.
And they be the bright ass colors. I love my windbreakers.
What are stirrup pants? Someone said, "What is the point of stirrup pants?" Is the first question. To hold the legs in place in the boots of the rider. So is it like stirrups, like those fucking like?
Oh, look like they got a hook at the feet.
I don't
see. Some of them you sure had like a hook up underneath the foot.
First of all, this woman's cheeks are out. What is happening?
Yeah.
So what are these pants that go over the pants? Like
them? I don't think them are stirrup pants.
These are,
baby.
Yeah, I don't think these. I just put in stirrup pants. This is what it said. This is what came up. Nested naked stirrup legging. Okay, these are stirrup leggings. I said pants. Someone said this one is pantaloons. What? Who's buying pantaloons in 2023?
I don't know, but Amazon got them.
What the fuck? Y'all Little House on the Prairie?
I think stirrup pants are the ones that loop
Oh,
underneath your feet.
these. Okay.
Yes, that loop up underneath your heel.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I wonder if people regret the onesies, because you gotta take the whole thing off to use the bathroom.
I do not. I got a onesie in there, and I love that little outfit. I don't get to wear it too often.
Oversized t-shirts, brothers were walking around looking like Alvin and Chipmunk. We were. I used to kill them shits. Well, I used to be up in motherfucking Foot Locker with that 5 for 25, dog. Your boy was on it.
Mm-hmm.
Then when inflation started, they started reducing it. 4 for 25, 3 for 25. I said, nigga, that's not the same.
Not the same.
But it makes sense. We was using a lot of fabric. Ravavic says, oversized yellow jean jacket with matching jeans. Lucky my boy was an alpha and made it look flames. That is a lot. Those gladiator sandals from the early 2000s.
What's a gladiator sandal?
I feel like leather sandals, I guess, you know.
Okay.
Like this. You see the wrap around your leg sandals? You not seeing it?
I don't see it.
Oh shit, because I'm not sharing it. That's
okay. I'm looking like the screen ain't changing.
It helps when I share the screen, guys. Okay.
No problem.
Then Karen can see what I'm talking about. These joints where they wrap around your ankles and legs. You know, some of these are going up way too high, but
I remember them bitches.
Yeah.
Child, them still is a thing to today.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess not for her. She said, I'm done. I'm off that. The high sprayed up bangs from the 90s, the bang. Also wearing a perm. LOL, my hair is fried as all hell, but I was happy to lose the shrinkage. Hair relaxer for those who are thinking curly perm. Okay.
Yes.
Cardigans, the early 2000s, I was rocking cardigans heavy. Cardigans. Love a cardigan. Jinko jeans, lugs, and Jerry curls.
What is a Jinko jean?
Jinko jeans? I think
Yeah.
that's, hold on, I'll look it up for you, show you a picture. But
I was a Jerry curl queen, child.
yeah, you had a Jerry curl. I remember that's how we
My
met.
Jerry curl was all the way down my back. You couldn't tell me shit.
That was when we first met. She was trying to holler at me, just glistening.
She's my queen to be.
Here's the Jinko jeans. And yes, absolutely, you're right. These were the wildest jeans.
Yes.
Look like two triangles.
I remember those jeans.
Look like Legend of Zelda. Baby, listen, it was the 80s. I let my soul glow. I mean, I had the longest, the juiciest of Wave Nouveau. The close
Come on,
cousin,
Wave Nouveau. Wave Nouveau, the cousin of Jerry curls.
close cousin to the infamous, illustrious, and oligamous curl of Jerry, just with a looser curl. My
Yes.
face was never without shine. My hair a lion's mane. I was but a child. Conversely, years later, I had old dog braids freshman year of college. Woo child.
Yeah, yes, my Jerry curl was down my back. You couldn't tell me shit.
Yeah, and then also the Jerry curl used to give people acne a lot of times. The grease would get in their skin. They have bumps on their face. It was a weird time, but they needed that curl.
Was.
And you had to like keep refreshing it and moisturizing it throughout the day.
Yep, I had to keep it moisturized.
Quan P says, so I was weird and loved Camp Low back in 97, 98 and was rocking a trench coat and a leather Applejack cap. Nigga, what?
A trench coat.
We trying to solve a crime but Scotland Yard? The fuck? What the fuck? We're in the Sherlock Holmes?
That's hilarious.
What? Oh my God, boy. Wearing boat shoes to fit in at a PWI. Oh, I'm sorry, Boca.
Oh, not the boat shoes.
Using a bottle of Pump It Up hair spritz to make your waterfalls hairstyle whole. Hair was so crispy hard.
Come on.
Says
Pump,
Elise.
pump it up will make your hair feel like a motherfucking brick. You could take your hair and bang that shit into somebody and cut them bitches.
You could
Pump
play
it
it.
up was hard.
You could play an NFL game with
Yeah, you could.
with no helmet. You just put that Pump It Up on your hair.
Pump it up. You had a fucking helmet, child. I remember that pump it up, child. Your hair would be so goddamn hard. Child, it rained and you wouldn't. The rain would repel off that bitch. I remember that bullshit.
It's like
Your hair wouldn't even get. Everybody else hair be all flat. Your hair. They be like, bitch, what did you got in your hair?
it was spray starch for your hair.
Yes, it was. Motherfucking spray starch. I was like, how is this shit even legal?
Shiny metallic FUBU denim. Fake Gucci t-shirts and Jerry curls, definitely a bad look. Yeah, fake. Anything fake is a regret. Instant fashion regret.
Yes.
Those anime button-ups in high school, you could tell me shit in 12th grade, says Games and Drinks. Yes.
The big shirts, yeah.
The big-ass anime Hawaiian shirts.
Yes. Got Goku on the front of it.
The mid-2000 Colettes with the, is it culottes? Culottes with the Vans and the double South Pole polos. Both bonus points because I did the poof bump as well.
What's the culottes?
Culottes. I'm looking it up for you now. I do know the Vans. You was kicking it. Oh, they look like the high water almost bell bottoms. Hold on, I'll show you. I remember these. I just didn't know the government name.
Right.
So these pants where it's like like your whole calf is basically out.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, these was the shit.
Yeah, them shits is still comfortable. I'm not even gonna lie.
Mhm.
Going out to the beach.
It's like if you can't decide to wear shorts or pants, just go in the middle.
You don't want to go short or long.
Flats. I'm a woman of fluff. I need the shoes to have cushion. Oversized 8th Anderson oversized 2-piece denim short set with a hat clipped on the hip. A hat clip on the hip.
Not the hat clip.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Heavy spray, triple stack, bang. Shaking my damn head every time I think of those pics. Danny's art says thin eyebrows and all the fashions from 1999 to 2015. So says I'm the early 90s pilgrim. In the early 90s, pilgrim shoes were out. I was out here looking like a stowaway from the Mayflower.
It's pilgrim shoes. That's hilarious.
You look like little girls in the shoes little girls wear in church.
Oh no.
With the buckle on your shoe and shit.
Oh shit, the ones that strap across.
Looking like a Halloween costume. These shoes. You ever seen these? I don't remember them ever being in style, but I definitely seen these shoes before.
Yes, child. I seen them shoes in the book when they talk about 1776.
Right. Like you about to churn some butter.
Didn't they have a picture of Christopher Columbus in them shoes? The fuck is this?
Skinny jeans. Yeah, that's not even that long ago. I'm Victorian says, if you ever saw me wear low-rise jeans, no, you didn't. Low-rise trying to come back too. And the high-waisted jeans, I seen they ain't gonna come back.
Child, I don't like. Is the low-rise jeans the one that dip real hard?
Yeah.
Child, I got too much ass for that. I be just showing ass crack. And the thing is, I have to pay attention because if you fuck around and you be trying on some jeans, you be like, why is this shit at my ass crack? Pull them up. That's my personal preference.
I was in 6th grade in 2009. That summer between 5th and 6th grade, I grew an afro and fell in love with pop punk like Fall Out Boy. The day before classes started, my dad convinced me to straighten my hair. We put texturizer on, and when I tell you, I have trust issues with him to this day. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. My brother heavily starched to the point. My brother's heavily starched to the point of shining and cuffboard stiff jeans, Dickie set. He would barter with me to do the ironing. I used a minimum of 1 can every time. He was very particular. Use a can of starch on his jeans.
That shit sound like my mama.
A can of starch?
I don't know if she used a can.
A can, Karen?
But
I didn't know a can is possible.
But my mama's crease would be so fucking hard. It took like 5 washes for that fucking crease to come out them fucking pants. Like that shit would be. I was like, Mama, please stop washing my jeans. I can't get the fucking crease out. I look like a fucking fold up book. Mama, stop.
Many people have fallen to the crease. Okay, that crease demon is strong in people.
Yeah, so she might not use a can. She might use a half a can because I'm like, God damn, these shits are so hard.
Raider in Black says ballet flat. They tore up my feet back in the day, but everyone was wearing it. Oh,
what's that ballet flat?
ballet shoes, and that
Oh.
sounds like it sucks because I don't know if people know this.
Ballet shoes.
People that do ballet, ballerinas have horrible toes and feet.
And them shits is hard on the inside for what I
That's
hear.
what I'm saying.
Oh, thank you.
Impressively Splendid says Spice Girl shoes in my preteen years. Yep, I mean the 90s girl group Spice Girls. They wore platform sneakers. So I did too. Funny thing is, it's back in style now.
Mhm.
I have seen the platform sneakers back.
Everything old is new now.
The Jerry curl on my forehead was a job for Dr. Pimple Popper. Philly says 2X white tees in 2005 that were out of style by 2009. Leave me with a shirt with the t-shirts 3 sizes too big.
And a lot of people did that shit.
Fedoras around 2008, 2010. They had a moment.
Yes, they
That is a regrettable moment. Fedora guy became a total fucking like stereotype. The tall tee era looked like I had dresses with a fake bling, says AJ. Not the fake bling accessorizing. Netta says, have to admit, I watch Friends and Living Single, of course, in real time and call my regrets to Rachel Fail. I never should have navigated Earth with straightened hair. Yeah, that's not that bad. Felt File says, wearing the South Pole sweatshirts with the fat kid outline on it. I really thought I had motion.
Not motion.
I gotta look up the South Pole sweatshirts. I don't
Yes.
sweatsuits. Oh, he said sweatsuits.
I was about to
Oh,
say, show us, yeah.
Okay. Let me look this up real quick. I didn't know that they had the whole suit. I thought it was just a sweatpant, a hoodie. So apparently it's like a whole outfit. Yeah, you can look like an inmate in these. I see how it seemed like a good idea.
Yeah,
at the time.
that is literally a whole vibe. I remember
Yeah.
those. People used to rock them shits hard.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Someone just put a gif of someone spraying their Jerry curl. I think the absolute worst is Tanya W. I think the absolute worst was when it seemed that all the girls in school got perms, including me. I'm white, so a perm for us is curly, not straight. And we were all walking around looking like poodles.
Child, them 80 perms. And back in the day, child, for white women, the higher the better. So child, like the bigger your perm was, and child, hairspray to the moon.
A very close second was Super Mullet. There's evidence of that. She includes oh my gosh, she included a picture of her Super Mullet. Y'all want to see Tanya's Super Mullet?
Super mullet.
Y'all, she was on the streets with the Super Mullet.
Come on through, Tanya. Yeah, super mullet. Let's go.
This mullet's so long.
Looking like Eugene's distant cousin.
This mullet's so long, it's in the front too. It's not all in the back. It's coming around her shoulders.
She got a party everywhere. I like that.
Oh man, that's adorable.
Ain't it cute?
Big ass white tees looking like a ghetto ghost. Those jelly shoes I used to love as a little girl, but would only make your feet sweat. And so it said, and burn. The mom said feet sliding everywhere. So it said they were marketed as summer shoes, but you tried to wear socks with them if you didn't want to ruin your feet, but the colors were so pretty. Stirrup pants, that elastic foot strap irked me so much, I started cutting them after a while. Someone said white hammer pants with a black and white polka dot Kwame button down shirt and Reebok high top sneakers. That's not regrettable. That's cool.
Child, I had me a pair of hammer pants and a pair of patent leather shoes with the big ass shoelaces and shit. I think I had the whole hammer outfits, but the pants be like black and you could like see like the orange or whatever through the side. Child, you can tell me shit. And I knew the dance and everything. Child, here come the hammer. I'm doing the running mans and them shit. You could tell me I wouldn't fly.
Lamar says I had some pleated leather pants I had some pleather pants that I used to wear like some platform Mary Janes. That was back where the early 2000s had the 70s revival period. Skinny jeans like So it says
I missed the skinny jean era.
random goggles that just sort of sat on your head, but you didn't actually wear them over your eyes. What were you in a John Carpenter movie?
This is the swim team.
Just goggles. I don't even remember this phase.
Me either.
That's just every apocalyptic movie is some motherfucker with goggles as a nerd.
You gotta protect your eyes.
Right. Always Sean says do-rag under the fitted. Felt like I rocked that a few years longer than I should have. Do-rag under the fitted never really made sense anyway. It's like, why you need to fit it then?
That's like a hat on top of a hat. Ain't your head
Right.
already covered?
It's literally a hat on a hat.
Yes.
Eve says low-rise jeans with the G-string showing because it felt like I wanted to pull my panties out of my butt the entire time.
Yes.
Yeah, what was that?
Yes, and that right there, that low ride thing. Yeah, and you girls used to love that type of thing. But I was like, I got too much ass, and something about my crack hanging out my jeans, I couldn't take it.
It's not that I didn't want to see it, but I do understand wearing it had to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
80s mesh midriff and neon biker pants. The Jerry curl I got in the 6th grade.
Yes, biker pants. I used to motherfucking love me some goddamn biker shorts. Child, I probably hadn't run a bike in years. My ass was in them tight ass biker shorts.
Wearing size 38, 40 waist jeans as a teen. I'm a size 32 as a grown ass adult. Oh, just big. Yeah, the big jeans.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely sagging is a regrettable one. Elite socks, jean shorts, KD's big ass elite bags, super oversized jeans, and thin eyebrows. I had one boyfriend that knew I had ass, but after prom, I learned that I could have had more options. And now at my big age, I'm adding pencil pomade powder to the sparse brows until I get up the nerve for microblading. Pedal pushers. I don't know pedal pushers. What are pedal pushers?
I bet you show me the picture. I probably know what it is. Because like I said, a lot of this shit I knew. I just didn't know the name of them.
Well, let me make sure that this is the right thing. But it looks like kind of some, well, what is pedal pushers? Let me see. Pedal pushers. Looks like pants. Okay, yeah. They kind of look like capris. And ain't nothing regrettable about capris. Okay. Capri pants low-key underrated. Cause capri pants are like a great way to show you got some ass too. Like they slept on.
Chad, I love me a capri pants.
They slept on.
Let's go, shit. I wear capri pants today.
But yeah, that's what those pedal pushers remind me of. Sagging, says D. I agree. And that's it for everybody. So thank you for contributing to doing it for the gram. Time to go to voicemail. For the gram, 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 for the gram. Voicemail time. Look like we got 6 of them. Wow. All right, let's see what y'all had to say. The first one's from Emerald, I believe.
Hey, Rod and Karen, it's Emerald. Don't mind my voice, I'm getting over a cold. But I wanted to say, Karen, you are speaking my language on episode 2788, Hamilton Hawks. First of all, hilarious. But you mentioned on Victoria Monet's CD, one of the songs sounds like it might be the internet or produced. So I was like, do you mean Kate Trinata? So that's the producer that used to produce a lot of the internet songs and Sid once she went kind of single. And I say this as like I'm so nerding out because I absolutely like sweat Sid and the internet. So yes, you were absolutely right. The sound you were listening to, once I Googled it, the song All Right by Victoria Monet is produced by Kate Trinata. So girl, you be knowing your stuff. Karen be knowing. I love y'all.
Thank you, because like I said, I absolutely love the internet. So I consume that music so much that when I was listening, I was like, this sound is not the same, but I was like, it's like the bones of it sound so similar.
Yeah. Sierra left us 3 voicemails.
So hello.
Oh,
Damn. Okay, so full disclosure, I'm diagnosed with ADHD, generalizing anxiety disorder. So thank you for making this a safe space. Number 2, I forgot what the fuck I was calling for. Okay, so here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm gonna start with Mickey and Minnie because I had to stop at 57.02. 57 minutes and 2 seconds. So word on the street, aka my little baby cousin, who's 3 years old, down to the daycare, is that Minnie been lesbian for years. Minnie been lesbian. Word on the street, down to the daycare, down to the head start, is that Minnie been about them girls on some Katy Perry for years. She been wholly lesbian. That was the word on the curve about that. And then you was talking about something else. You talking about wait, no, hold on. Oh, this is what I had this head said about that shit going on with the all that shit up in the no peace in the Middle East. I feel like one of them. Is it just me, or do I feel like one of them slaves from like the 1400s, like the 1800s? Because I don't want y'all to get fucked up. Like I'm a little tipsy. I had a glass of 3 glasses of Chardonnay. So I'm educated, but I'm a little fucked up. But listen, is it just me, or do I feel like, or do you feel like, I feel like one of those like people from the 1800s that's like well read on this shit, but at the same time,
she got cut off. Go to the next one.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going to be aggressive to this lady because she Google and she just mind her business, or Skype and she just mind her business. But I just wanted to say, I feel like one of those slaves that's like well read, but I can't say nothing. I can't say too much about it at work and shit because it's like, Lord Jesus, if I say something, Max are gonna come for me. Like, is it just me? Because my soul, my spirit, my ancestral crystals and shit is telling me it's giving genocide, it's giving mass murder, it's giving slave trade. Especially because my son is reading Before the Mayflower, and my son is like, Mom, this is just like, and I'm like, baby, don't just say that in the house. Don't say that in the walk. Like, I don't, is it just me? Am I the only black person in America that feel like that? Like, that it's like, I can't be saying too much about this because then they gonna come for me. Like, it's like something in my bone. All right, I'm just gonna say that. All right, I'm sorry. Cameron, that's why I can't be listening to that shit because I was crying too, sis. Same. It was something else I had to say. Oh, I want to do a TikTok as the spoon player who noticing the racism but can't say shit because they need that good ass job. And I'm playing y'all song, which is fucking with them feet in the back, and I'm playing with the spoons, and then Ryder's like, come on down to the Steak Plantation where you can get
She got caught off. This is the last one.
I'm sorry to keep calling y'all. I am an annual subscriber. I pay my money. I can't pay tithes on every Sunday because I'm a single mother. I forgot. I'm divorced. I'm about to get marriage. Yes, but Lord Jesus, I'm man free. Karen, don't you start. Every woman can't be blessed with a ride. But anyway, this is what I wanted to say. I fucking ADHD. I love the banter, but I need y'all to cut it down because I need my coronavirus news. I need my gay ass shit news because as a member of the community, and I need my fucking with black people. So I need y'all to cut the banter down. Love it even more when Karen interrupts it every segment with it. So keep that going. But yeah, I mean, y'all literally my motherfucking CNN. Like, and I know y'all like, oh, we ain't fuck that. Y'all my CNN because I don't got time for that shit. Yeah, bitch, you already got, the thing. So, and then I'm out here getting my doctorate. I'm busy. So do that. Cut the banter down. We love you. Or keep the banter fucking going. Just implement the fucking coronavirus and let us know niggas is still out here dying and people still out here stealing the election. Because all this shit tied together. Hey, Karen, girl, those fucking twists are twisting. Girl, you got to make sure you show us the back of that head. I've been trying to angle my TV to see the back of that goddamn head. Show me Adam Twist looking all juicy and luscious.
She got cut off. I think she decided not to call back again, but oh man, Sierra's always funny. I heard Mickey and Minnie was in Scientology. You ain't heard it from me though. Okay, I heard they go to that church. And we'll see about the banter. I feel like we're trying to get our feet under us with the banter and figuring out how it goes and
right.
all this stuff.
It's free flowing.
Also, because Wednesday is Walking Dead recap for we only got 2 more left.
Right.
We kind of lost an episode of news, stuff, but we'll get back to it. I'm still saving all the coronavirus and election articles, so it kind of goes on a whim. It's jazz, baby.
Yes, and also, I feel like this, child. If you happy, you man free, child. I'm happy for you. I don't hate. I feel like for when it comes to it, you have to do what's best for you. And child, your freedom and your peace of mind is more important than anything else. So I am happy and I'm elated for you, child. Go out there and live your best life.
Next voicemail. This is from a new person.
Hi, Rod and Karen. This is my first time calling in, I think. So I'll just make it brief. This is really about the episode BL and BLT, specifically the sort of contentious dates that people have been going on and filming for the internet. I just want to specifically talk about TikTok and how the attention economy works there, because I think a lot of these skits that we're seeing, masquerading as facts, is because on TikTok, you don't even have to actually link to the person's feed, because the algorithm is so strong that all you have to do is say Oyster Girl or Cheesecake Factory, and it will not only go to the original, but it will go to all the opinions. So it just reinforces people's ability to discuss these hot topics, bring in audience, have differing opinions, and even do lives where they'll have quote unquote debates about certain topics. So it kind of just feeds into, there's already a very toxic, if you can imagine, subset of users who love to debate the worthiness of Black women. So these topics have definitely been debating, like, see what we have to put up with and all of that. So I just wanted to let you know, because I'm not sure if you guys are on TikTok, how accurate you are in your understanding of the attention economy, because not only does the original poster get that engagement and sometimes money, but then all these lives, they get like gifts and stuff while they're doing lives, and then other people get traffic because people are searching, what is this Cheesecake Factory thing? So their videos get exposure, and it just all feeds into the circle of toxic internet culture. So thanks for your episode, and a big fan of you both. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. No, I did not know that, and this makes sense to why the algorithm is so strong as far as like in TikTok. Once you find something and you actually go down, like they are, it's almost like it's reading your mind, if that makes sense. And that makes more sense that they're all linked up like that.
Well, it also makes sense because a lot of times when I see the video, it's not the original person sharing it. And now that makes sense because it's like some guy's account, but it's still the video and there's no commentary on it. It's just the video that you've been seeing go around, and now I know. Okay. Next person has the 3 voicemails they left back to back. We'll see what happened with them.
Hey guys, my name is Mikkel. I don't know if you remember me, but I was trying to start a clothes company. I mailed you a shirt.
Oh yeah.
Give my company a shout out like years ago. They had a big logo. It had US affiliated on the back, I think. So anyway, I've been listening to you guys for a long time, almost since the beginning. I think I was so happy when you did a vote for if y'all should keep the music while you talk or not, because I kept thinking like this music is very distracting, but I really like what you guys have to say. So anyway, I love the show, and I really wanted to give you props. I listen. I mean, your podcast, I think, is the best out there, and I say that with no hesitation because every podcast you recommend, I go back and listen. I'm lucky enough to have a job where I'm able to listen to podcasts all day or music. And one thing about you guys' podcasts is I appreciate is that you vet all your sources. And a lot of other podcasts don't do that. And I appreciate it. And I wanted to say is like when you had the Medium Talk guys on there and they did that rumor about Drake, I really appreciate that you challenged that notion because it's kind of like, all right, we can make a joke about this, but if we're going to make a joke, let's at least have the facts right on what we're joking about. And a lot of other podcasts do that. A lot of other podcasts.
He got cut off. He called back.
My bad. I forgot about the 2-minute mark. But anyway, what I was saying is like, I like that y'all guys vet all your sources and at least try to get things right versus just everywhere else has rumors. And I noticed a lot of podcasts you guys recommend. And I know these podcasts are supposed to be like entertainment, right? So they're not, I don't really look at them for news source, but sometimes they get facts mixed up and sometimes they talk about the story in the middle of the story. They never go back to the beginning. So I'm confused, right, on some of the stuff. So I really appreciate you guys for doing that. And I know it's hard work and it adds a level of integrity to your podcast that you really don't see in a lot of other podcasts, even more popular podcasts, right? They take a fact and then run with this fact, and then we don't even know if it's a real fact. It's something anecdotal, and now it's being spread to a lot of people as fact when it's just maybe an opinion or something that's not proven. So I just want to say I really appreciate you guys for doing that, and just it just keeps me listening. Like I get excited even when I hear about some rumors. Like so, even with the Will Smith and Jada thing, I appreciate you guys kind of going talking about everything versus just what just happened, because that puts the whole thing in context, right? So I know it's a lot of work, but I appreciate you guys, and thank you for the content. Thank you for the years of doing a great job. You have, and again, I know it's not your job.
And this is the last one.
Okay, sorry, last thing. But I just want to say, like, and by the way, my name is Mikkel. I don't know if I even mentioned that. But you guys helped me create change my opinions on certain things, my ideas on certain politics, because you talked about the whole issue and not just something that just happened. When it comes to racism, when it comes to sexism, when it comes to ageism, whatever, because you talk about the whole thing, it gives me a better perspective, and I have grown, I think, a lot because of that. Again, I know that's not your job, but I appreciate it. So have a great day. Sorry, I'm driving to work right now, but take it easy.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you made it to work safely. Also, a lot of the kudos goes to Roderick. because Roger's like a one-man research team. You know what I'm saying? Because normally, you know, for companies and shit, they have a research department, so it's like a lot of group of collective people. But for us, Roger is like the research thing, and Roger's big thing for him personally, he's like, I want to know the whole story. I want to, you know, and when I talk about things, I don't want to talk about it from a place of ignorance and from a place of being riled up by my emotions and not actually seeing the entire picture. And so that's why sometimes when things happen, we might wait to talk about them because all the facts aren't out there about things. And it's one of those things where you don't have to always be the first. You don't.
I think the other thing, man, just recently, or maybe it's, you know, but whatever, I've been thinking about how people get information siloed out of reality, and it happens a lot. Like, people on our side think QAnon is like a Republican right-wing phenomenon, and I think the last few years have scared me so much about misinformation. And so many of my friends, people that are hyper online, they run with misinformation because it's stuff we want to be true.
Right.
The last caller that talked about TikTok, a lot of people in those situations, they want the stuff to be true, which is another reason that we don't have the first discussion of like, is this like a hyperbolic version of the truth that we're watching? Did this woman really act like this on this whole date? Was the person there the whole time? Was it, what did they like? What is this real is the first question, right? And then a lot of times it's like, it doesn't matter if it's real. It doesn't matter because I want to argue, or I already have feelings about certain things, and this, I can take this content and turn it into my feelings about those things. So half the people talk about Will and Jada don't give a fuck. They already talk about men versus women shit all day, and here's another chance to be a man versus woman debate. Doesn't matter if it's grounded, the floor of the ground it's sitting on is quicksand, because these people have been living a lie and selling a lie for 7 years at least. And people are like, I just want it to be true that he's a piece of shit. Right. I just want it to be true she's a piece of shit. I just want it to be true Chris Rock was never funny. Like, I just want it to be true. And I think I'm just so wary of that, which is why I do a little bit more research than other people. But also, like, I want to know the truth. So, like, if people are saying something and there's, you know, people always go where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's such a bad saying, by the way. But when they say where there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm like, okay, so where's the fire? Like, people forget that part of the where there's smoke, there's fire. You got to prove there's a fire too.
Yeah, because a lot of times it should be smoking, but it don't always mean it's a full.
Like, I'll give you some smoke. People say Colin Kaepernick couldn't play football. I need to see a fire, dog. You know what I mean? I need to prove he really sorry, because y'all, right. Like, I need the truth. All right. We got 2 more voicemails. This is from Allegra, our girl.
Hi, you two. It's Allegra. I am listening to the first part of the Tuesday episode with Raysani. Number one, I love when she's on. I love when you have your friends on, Rod. It's always great. And 2, I have so much joy at the conversation that you and Ray were having over Justified. That show is my fucking shit. Timothy Oliphant, yes, Raysani is an amazing specimen of a human being. And I started watching the reboot, but I haven't gotten into it yet. So though I heard what you guys were saying, I'm not that been out of shape about like spoilerish stuff, because I'm still gonna watch anyway because Timothy Oliphant and Justified. But yeah, that was one of my favorite shows. It is a show that I tend to not recommend stuff to people often unless I know the person really well and I know what their taste is. But when I do, that's one of the ones that I recommend, because I love the way that they wrote women in that show. That's my reference for a good baseline of how women should be written in a show. Gosh, I can't remember the main actor's name, but the season that had that older character actor. Gosh, I can't remember her name. She's an older woman.
Yes, Margot.
Anyway,
I know what you're
but
talking about.
my point is that shows the shit. I can't wait to get back into the reboot. I'm so excited about seeing this again, and I love that you guys love it too. That just makes me even more energized. That's all I would say. Thanks, guys. Always a pleasure hearing you. And I'll talk.
Oh, she got cut off, but she was just going to say bye.
you.
But yeah, shout out to Justify. Also, it's always interesting when we never get like the email about objectifying the men's, because I definitely was objectifying Timothy and that new nigga. I was doing it.
In the tidy whities.
Everybody wasn't offended for that. All right, last voicemail from Angie.
Good morning, John and Karen. This is Angie. Excuse me, the undeniable victim. It's early. So, listening to the podcast and Steak Plantation, that is not what it was called here in Dallas. It was called Sweet Tomato. Because if I would have known it was Steak Plantation, I would have never darkened its door. But it was called Sweet Tomato. And I loved it. I loved it. I loved it so much. I took one of the managers home, a nice, strong black buck. It was really, really great. Got a little soup and salad for him, a little extra, if you know what I mean. But
not the clam chowder.
It was really weird. And I was kind of sad. I don't think that I found out that the conglomerate was called Steak Plantation until I started getting coupons.
Oh.
And it was in really, really tight, tiny font. Steak Plantation. And I was disappointed. Sad and disappointed. But hey, the more you know.
They're called sweet tomatoes because the sweetest tomatoes are the ones you don't have to pick yourself.
Come on.
Okay, the slaves do it. But she said, I took a nice strong buck home. You know, you sound kind of slave like you own slaves a little bit. You sound kind of antebellum South with that. You're like, I took a nice strong buck back to the house.
Come on, and he was bucking-eyed.
What my husband don't know won't hurt him.
Yes!
All right. Last segment, we have the emails. Told you we had a lot this week. Really, if you think about it, it's more like skeet tomatoes. Am I right, Angie? Denzel, this is from Alonzo. Oh wait, no, I must have read this one already. Yep, I did. I need to email him back. My bad. Let's see. Cheesecake Factory. Okay, this one is, by the way, I see what you did there with the gender wars, and I love it. Keep these people out your business. I love you guys. That shit is hilarious. Keep up the good work. When I get more money, I will give you more money. That's from Liam's. Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
Let's see. BLT G Brown says, I'm not gonna offer any judgment, but I will say you can't give yourself a nickname, just like you don't decide for yourself if you're a nice person. Karen and Rod, keep doing what you do. Love, peace, and hair grease. And I said, which story is this in reference to? And it was into the Guess the Race story where the woman chose not to wash her hands using a public restroom. Said, my bad, gotta say it to myself. I didn't even clarify what the hell I was talking about. I blame the cold German night or itis for this big ass schnitzel I ate for dinner. Thank you.
Thank you.
Christoph says, plantation food, y'all are the best. You brought back a memory from earlier this year when my team and I were traveling to a client site in the widest part of Florida where they still believe Trump is the president. I was the only black person on this team. And when it was time for dinner, one of the team members suggested the Rose Plantation. When they asked for my opinion, I honestly thought they were joking, but these people really wanted to go there after looking at the menu. In my head, I was thinking, I'm sure y'all see the issue, but they didn't. So we went to the restaurant and called me a coon, but that food was smacking. Oh, I love that twist. That's a good twist. That is a conflicted. See, that's the thing.
See, you done talked yourself out of a great meal.
That's why I'd be afraid to step into a plantation. What if it's good? And he sent like a link with the plantation on it or something. The Rose Plantation.
Oh shit!
With the photos of it. First of all, this motherfucking brisket dough.
Oh shit!
This motherfucking brisket dough. I don't know.
Child.
Oh no!
I'd have been up in the Rose Plantation right beside the Steak Plantation.
Right. Hey, this burger look pretty good too.
I might be.
Oh, not the chop. Oh,
that is absolutely delicious. Child, I might be shucking and driving my way up to the Rose Plantation then.
The black people they are forcing to work, they would be so disappointed in my black ass.
Oh, look at that chicken. Let's go.
Oh my God.
I bet you them tomatoes is flames.
Oh, they be asking me, brother, you gonna help us get free? I'm like, I'm gonna help myself to some more of this brisket.
I know. Me and Roger be like, you want to go back down to the plantation? You
sure? I'll be snitching on the people that work there. They trying to get free. Give me some more. Give me some more of these potatoes.
Yeah, that shit looks absolutely delicious.
Okay, this some we sick food. Okay, because I get it now. Okay. Oh my goodness! What kind of is this banana pudding? Is that banana pudding?
Yeah, that looks absolutely.
God.
It looked like it's at a rose garden too. Oh, I bet you the view is absolute. Is them lamb chops, pork chops?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah,
I will be up in there. They got a white people that eat there.
Oh yes, I'd have been smiling in the pig. They'd have been calling me a coon. They'd be like, "Why is she in the Rose Plantation?"
I think I would have been looking down at my plate, ignoring the black people outside working.
Ooh, what is that?
It looked like a slaw, like a Carolina slaw burger, but I'm saying like, oh my God,
mushroom. Oh,
some mushrooms underneath the cheese. It looked like they done remixed the Carolina burger.
Yeah, yes.
Oh my, I'm gonna be on here all day. I'm gonna be on here all day.
Ooh, child.
Oh, it's a mozzarella on the salad.
I'm about to say, go ahead and favorite that one.
I can't go to Florida and eat at the plantation. I can't. This is all a pipe dream. I can't. The ancestors will snatch me back.
Child, I want to go.
Karen is the one that's the coon, y'all. I can't do it. Racism now, racism
just
forever.
Call me soft shoe. Boo, 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 boo. Hey, got that one good foot going.
They right saying, hey Rod, hey Karen. So I was listening to you guys talk about the fucked up situation how fucked up the situation was that Republicans can't pick a new speaker of the House. And then out of nowhere, I heard Karen go, racism now, racism forever. I almost died laughing. I immediately pictured a racist superhero flying through the air, shouting out racism now, racism forever, doing little microaggression things to random black people minding their own business. Keep up the great work.
I'm glad you got that joke.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself. That's how it fucking feels.
Yeah, and it comes from Bull Connor, I think. Or I think it was Bull Connor who said segregation now, segregation forever. I think it was him, but let me Google that. But yeah, I always thought, I mean, obviously it wasn't funny at the time. It's not funny now, but I always thought that was such a like George Wallace. That's it. I said Bull Connor. George Wallace saying that shit was so wild to me. Segregation now, segregation forever. Damn, you hate niggas. You hate them.
And that's their motto. Like he just was bold enough to say it, but that's their motto. They might not say it like that, but that's how I feel.
Nichelle says, hey, Rod and Karen, hope you're enjoying PSL season. Just wanted to share the Arby's here in Savannah received a low score from the health department.
Oh, no.
Observed all shredded lettuce throughout the facility to be severely wilted and brown. Facility receives lettuce in already discolored state sometimes. Observe wet stacking of dishes in the dish storage area in the back prep area. Observe grease and old food debris along racks throughout the facility near the prep line and in the walk-in cooler. Observe ceiling tiles in the dry storage area to be discolored, have mold-like patches. Yeah, not surprised. They don't you're not supposed to buy food from there. They sell drugs to the community.
That's like, you expect us to work?
Right. Allegedly. Delano sent the update to that video I played already. The woman who was like 2 minutes of nothing. KJ says, "What up, Rod? Hey, Karen. Karen, yo, you're funny. Been flexing on them hard for real. LOL. You've been killing it with perfectly timed callbacks and everything. Been having me over here screaming. Yes, come through, Karen. I was so happy to hear you straight up say I'm funny when you guys have Ray Sani on, because hell yeah, you are."
Oh, thank you. I'm glad y'all think I'm funny. That's hilarious.
As you guys may or may not have remembered, I grew up in Israel, served in the IDF, and prior to my service, I actually worked at the cement plant that had a contract to make huge cement slabs that were used to make the border wall. So It's been a somber mood around here as of late. As we keep in touch with family and friends, some of whom are deployed right now, as a Black American who's also Israeli, I have so many thoughts on the conflict and its coverage, and so many things I wish people could understand about this complicated issue, while also knowing what a tightrope a good faith, honest communicator would have to walk to inject the necessary nuance into the discussion. And yet, there are so many people willing to come off the top rope with the most uninformed hot takes, boiling down a century-plus long, multifaceted conflict to a hot take and a hashtag.
Right.
One thing I've always appreciated about this show is the intellectual honesty and empathy you always put into the world. Saying, I don't know, in the age of the know-it-all social media cult of personality era we live in is a rare and admirable quality. And one of you guys exhibit with ease. The fuck's wrong with everybody else? Anyway, being able to tune in to a dependable source of funny and good times has been so appreciated. So I just wanted to thank you too from the bottom of my heart for building this beautiful thing of yours. The dopest guests, the funniest chat room, just a chef's kiss to the extended the Blackout Tips universe. Thanks as always, KJ. Oh shit, P.S. I saw an old feedback email I almost finished but never went out. I was binging and catching up and didn't hear it read. So I went looking for it and saw it unfinished in my outbox and was like, God damn it. I emailed pics from my backyard in Martius, isn't that like Greece? And you guys were asking about things like cost of living. It's way more expensive than the mainland, especially West Africa, but more affordable than other first world countries, in quotes. For example, this 4-bedroom, massive property, pool, fully furnished house that we're living in, still less than the cost of a 3-bedroom apartment in Atlanta. Shit. Boy, don't make me move. Don't make me move, okay? Because I'll do it. Yeah, thank you. And man, I feel for folks. I think it's so weird on the age of the internet because people are decrying, talking about having empathy, but they genuinely withhold it from the people from whatever makes their shit inconvenient.
Yes.
And that's what I feel like is happening, because I'm not gonna front, dog. The 1,400 people getting killed and then a bunch of people getting kidnapped, that does shake me. It should shake you. There should be some part of you that's like, I'm not with this either. But then at the same time, it shouldn't like completely make it okay to wipe a populace of people that many had nothing to do with this shit. It shouldn't make it okay to just kill everybody either. So, like, it doesn't seem like that should be controversial to say. It doesn't seem like that should be, like, a hot take. But I've seen so many versions of anyone approaching that dismissed out of hand. And seeing some people that claim to have such huge hearts and care about people completely not care about the loss of lives of one side of this equation, whichever side it is.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know that I don't want, just hate can take place in people's heart and they can't see anything but the hate after a while. And especially when you've been living living with the fucked up, like, atrocities and conflicts and shit for years, it can do something to you, man. So I've been trying not to judge, and part of that means not participating. And if that means motherfuckers gonna judge me or whatever for not, agreeing with everything they say, not just then fine. But the main thing I will say, don't ask me for my opinion if you can't handle it, because I might not just hop in both feet on one side or the other, and then you just need a puppet. What you really want is a bunch of retweets and people telling you you're right. Mm-hmm. Both sides of that shit want that.
Yes, they do, and they don't want anything in between.
Yeah, and every day I feel like I screenshot and share something with me and my friends privately, like, look at this extreme take from this person. This is wild. And it's not always the same side of the conflict. So yeah, anyway, man, that is go ahead.
And also the biggest thing, and I want to tell you thank you. We have lost something when people can't say, I don't know. I don't know is underrated. You're right. In an age where everybody needs to have something to say about all of the things all of the time, even though human beings know that other human beings don't know every fucking thing, we're expected to know everything. It is fucking ridiculous. I don't know is a flat out answer. I don't know. This is not my genre. This is not my lane. There are professionals. Reach out to them. I don't
Well,
know.
also, for me personally, as a person that tries to know as much as possible, because what happens with I don't know when it's not good faith is people basically say, I do know, but I'm scared to say the right thing. Or I'm scared to say something that's going to cost me something. So they go, I don't know. You know, I've been seeing that a lot. I see black people doing this thing in America that I think is short-sighted and kind of callous of being like, I'm black in America, so I don't want to hear nothing about. No, shut the fuck up, because people have it hard other places.
Yes, they do.
And when they pour that shit on us, we do not be cool with that.
Mm-mm.
We don't be like, well, you know what? You talk about your struggle in your country, so if you don't understand it's wrong for the cops to shoot us, then I guess that's fine. We don't do that. It's just, I think there's ways to talk about these things without being callous. And then most importantly, there's ways to shut the fuck up when you don't know.
Right.
And in this case specifically, it's hard to know because there are willful misinforming factions within this. And I don't see people even admitting when they were wrong or deceived or purposefully were misinforming people. I don't see it. I don't see the accountability of being like, well, fuck. And then when you can basically choose, I'm not going to believe anything coming from this direction, whichever direction it is, when you can choose that, then it's over. Why do you even need people to talk about it then?
Right.
You already decided. So now you just need company.
Yes.
And I don't think the internet is going to end this one. I don't think Twitter's going to get it done, guys. So, you know, I feel like a lot of that's what's happening. Last one's from John. Good morning, Rod and Karen. I think I have a solution for the sex doll dilemma. Someone needs to make one that has a Fitbit Apple Watch technology to measure vital signs so that the person fucking the doll suddenly has no pulse. The doll self-destructs like a Mission Impossible assignment. Oh, that's smart. That's a good one. Got to get on that. Kudos on the vote of confidence for Ta-Nehisi Coates from Todd. Yeah, thank you. That's so cool, man. He had Cornel West numbers long ago. Yeah, he did. Well, I guess, yeah, but see, Cornel be doing that petty shit because I don't think Ta-Nehisi wanted to cook him. I don't even think Michael Eric Dyson wanted to. What? Yeah, but it's sad what happened to Cornel West.
He almost forced you to, right?
Like, this nigga is the nigga that from the Matrix 2 now. Like, he's the clout chaser dude, man. He took money from Harlan Crow, gave it back after everyone on the internet called his ass out. But the fact that you took that money and then he wrote something today about how, you know, the good brother Crow was like the stout. He wrote something giving the virtues of Harlan Crow today. Who is this man? What happened to you, bro? That's crazy. Harlan Crow literally is stripping our rights. He bought the Supreme fucking Court, basically. I mean, you got fucking Clarence Thomas taking money from this man and shit, and you're taking money from him for your defunct ass presidential campaign that will go nowhere. It will not even make enough of a dent to make Joe Biden lose if that's your goal. It can't even do that. What are you selling out for? Is the child support, just do a GoFundMe.
Right.
Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. That's it for this episode. We appreciate y'all. It was a long one, but it was fun. Your feedback made it long and made it fun. And that's what we do it for. We'll be back throughout the week. Until next time, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
We'll talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Peace out.